Listen to me, motherfucker. I'm talking. I say horrible things sometimes because I think they're funny. My podcast is a verbal mosh pit because it's just me pinwheeling around. You don't know where the fuck I'm going to wind up, and I generally have no idea when it's going to end or start. I'm responsible for this whole goddamn thing. I want a little respect from you people. Hey, what's happening, Mike Schmidt, 40-Year-Old Boy Podcast. I am coming to you today with dirty hair, folks. That's right, I have not showered today. Enjoy this dirty cast. I am... Right now, it's funny, if you take your earbuds off and you shake them, like dirt comes out like pig pen. So it's like, because I am an unshowered man today. Because it's an early record. I won't lie to you, folks. It is Tuesday. Why would I lie? I don't lie. Remember, I told you that. I'm honest. That's what it's all about, folks. When you tag my show, you tag it with the word honesty. I've just had a long talk about tags with our friend Lily Von Stupp. Because there's a gentleman who listens to the show, a guy named Gary, who I really enjoy. I like getting emails from him. And he had all of these awesome plans for getting me noticed. Like, he's like, dude, we can do this and do this. And I, of course, am a chicken. So I am not going to do any of it. I'm like, no, Gary, thank you. I appreciate that, but I want people to like me for me, which, of course, means I will never be successful. That's fine. I get that. But, he had all these great ideas to gravy train on this and to coattail that, and it's all legal and legit and above board. Wait a minute. What wouldn't be legal and legit and above board? What, he's gonna go at gunpoint and force people to listen to me? No, that's retarded. No, he had genius ideas that were internet-based, and I'm like, oh, those are great ideas, but I'm just enough of a lady that I don't want to do them, because that's who I am. I mean, I'm an idiot. I want people to find me and love me out of the blue. I guess I don't want to ever... It's so stupid. It's like when I talk about getting jobs, and I just sit in my house, I'm like, why? I don't understand. Where is the door-to-door genius detector? Why is that not coming to my house? God damn it, I'm sitting here all day waiting for the knock of fate, and it has not arrived. I don't get it. God damn it. You know why? Because I take the Lord's name in vain. That's why right there, because I curse the very Lord who created me. Is there that's so stupid. Lily's just shaking her head like, what are you talking about, stupid? I'm jealous. I'm pissed because Charlie Sheen stole my shtick. He stole it. Charlie fucking Sheen stole the unvarnished just talk at the speed of your head and don't even fucking think about what you're talking about. And he's doing it in a much larger platform and much better than I ever could have dreamed. He is doing it. If you listen, and it's funny, I will say this, there's another guy I know, he's a columnist who writes online, and he Twittered, he's like, Charlie Sheen is brash and da-da-da, and he goes, he's me. And I'm like, you write a sports column. Calm the fuck down. You might think you're the bad boy of sports columnists because you roll MMA and you write really mean opinions, and once a week you print your hate mail because you pretend to revel in it. That's fine, but it doesn't make you Charlie fucking Sheen. But I think we can all agree that I am Charlie Sheen, right? I'm watching him talk, and I love it. I don't give a fuck. People are like, he's crazy, he's a dick, he's a jerk. Yep, keep it fucking coming. He said he had a deal with HBO. It's another thing. He talks shit. That's the craziest thing to me. Look, he talks crazy about himself and his situation and all that. But when you really get down to it, Doug Stanhope said this. Is it crazy? Is what he's saying crazy? Because Doug Stanhope's like, I agree with what he's saying. And I'm like, I sort of agree. I don't know what there is to agree or disagree with. I guess the AA thing and all that kind of stuff. When I was a kid, I had to go to Alateen because my dad was a fucking lush. But if my dad would have had fucking, Adonis DNA and tiger's blood, maybe he'd be here today. God damn it. That's all you need. You need Adonis DNA and tiger's blood, and you mix in a little fucking early times whiskey, and all of a sudden, Mike's got a dad. Boom. That'd be fucking fantastic. God damn it. Charlie Sheen is the fucking... I'm sorry. I don't understand why people want to save him. Who the fuck cares? Why do you care? He's a chimp. He's a chimp on his show. He's a chimp in real life. It's just, you know what? If you liked him on the show, why wouldn't you like this new character he's playing? It's fucking fantastic. To watch him, I'm an F-18, bro, and I'm coming after you, and I'm going to shoot you down in the sky, and oh my God, dude, the shit he's saying is hysterical. Let's put it this way, if you listen to what Charlie Sheen's saying, if you heard me say it on this show, you'd be like, God damn it, Schmidt's in fucking rare form. But with Charlie Sheen, everybody's like, oh, we got to get him a doctor. Well, what the fuck does that say about me? We got to get me in a fucking bed with a fucking thermometer in my mouth and bare feet sticking out of a blanket and an ice pack on my goddamn head because I got Sheenitis. Sheen might have caught it from me. I never even met the man, but somehow it must have been floating around. Talking to the speed of your head itis. It flowed right into fucking Sheen, and he sits there holding court. And everybody's like, oh, he's on drugs, he's high, he's on crack, he's this, he's this. I got news for you, folks. I don't think he's got a drop of alcohol or a drug in his system. I believe completely that he's as clean as he says that he is. I don't think he has slept since October. I mean... Because trust me, I've been up for 2 days, and you start to see fucking tiger blood and Adonis DNA and start to think you're a little indestructible, and maybe you can take the goddamn world on. And dude, if you had $100 million, please, tell me what you would do differently than Charlie Sheen. Seriously. If you had $100 million, you could do whatever the fuck I talked about it. I talked about if you were crazy, you could go on the street and just like, hey, I fucked a clock, or whatever the fuck I said 900 shows ago. God damn it, if you had that kind of money, you could do whatever. It's clock fucking money. That's what that money is. $100 million is clock fucking money. You could stand on a street corner and put your dick in a cuckoo clock, and everybody like, God damn, that guy's rich. That's all Charlie Sheen's doing. He's in his fucking backyard talking to guys from TMZ. He's got a porn stars bringing him iced tea. Jesus fuck. Why can't I have that life? That's all I want. I'm close. I got a stripper, recording me in her kitchen. I'm very close to it. I'm very close to it. All I need is somebody to put me on a sitcom to justify this entire fucking backwards existence. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Who cares? Let it burn. Burn the whole fucking thing down. And give Charlie Sheen the flamethrower. Seriously. Who gives a shit? I'm honest. I'm being completely honest here. Next thing he should do, he should dress up in a fucking tunic and a cape and walk around with a short dagger and scream, "Are you not entertained?" at the top of his fucking lungs. Charlie Sheen is the goddamn Maximus of show business, walking around fucking making sure everybody is entertained, because that's what it is. That's all anybody will talk about. This country is being destroyed from within by its own. This whole country is just navel gazing. We're all playing with our own shit. The entire country is. Because right now, Libya is exploding. Egypt. Hey, remember Egypt? What the fuck happened to those guys? Anything? Didn't something just happen there? Nobody cares. Because of Twitter and the internet and fucking, cable. Everything is just going so quickly. We have, like I said about Egypt, hey, bang, bang, get the fucking revolution going. Well, then they had the revolution. Mubarak took off, and everybody's like, all right, I guess Egypt's okay. And they all move on. I read a story out of Egypt yesterday. They're lining up the protesters and kicking the shit out of them. Some of them are disappearing because, Mubarak left, but all of his cronies are still running the fucking country. And everybody let them get away. All the cameras left. Oh, okay, well, I guess things are fine here. Libya. And everybody ran over to Libya, and then they were like, fuck, Libya's really screwed up. Charlie Sheen's backyard. Because there aren't as many Arabs killing each other in Charlie Sheen's backyard, but holy fuck, give it a week. Give it a week. Because eventually Charlie Sheen's just going to have a fucking race war in his backyard because he can. Because he's got $100 million, and if he went on the street and tried to recruit 2 gangs to gang fight in his yard while he sat up on the fucking roof like Billy Crudup in fucking Almost Famous and said, I'm a golden god, and dove down in the middle of the fucking pool while the gang fight was going on, everybody go, yep, done, let's go, pay us. Please make out the check to Hell's Angels Incorporated and Crips and Bloods Limited. Tell me they wouldn't have a gang fight for his amusement for the right amount of goddamn cash as Charlie Sheen sat there in one of those old school fucking lawn chairs with the multicolored plastic straps. Just throwing money off the roof down to them. That's what he would do. He'd just bring, what he should, I would do that. It's just like that. I have a show on the Mike Schmidt Podcasting Network called Who Would Win in a Fight? And the 2 hosts are constantly talking about who would win in a fight. Charlie Sheen can make that show happen. Charlie Sheen has enough money where if he wanted to say, hey, if Brock Lesnar wanted to fight the Ocean, boom, he could just show up in his magic, crazy Charlie Sheen tiger blood top hat and pull money out of it and throw it in the air, and Brock Lesnar is ground and pounding the shit out of the Pacific. You know he's doing it. I'm doing it. I can only hope to bump into a crazy rich guy like that so I can hang out with him and just be like a Svengali weirdo who's like the funny dude who just stands next to him. That's all I want. I want a guy to pay me to be a human fucking parrot. Do it. I can do it. Listen to me now. I haven't breathed once. Charlie fucking Sheen gets a TV show and everybody's like, oh man, he's fucking crazy. Listen to the crazy shit he's saying. I've been saying crazy shit for 3 years. Fuck, I've been saying crazy shit for fucking 8 years. But I've only been saying it to you guys for 3. God damn it. Where's my yard? Where's my porn stars bringing me goddamn coffee? When he yelled at that chick about making the coffee? You want the coffee? You want water in the instant coffee? No, that ruins the coffee. What? Are you chewing it? I wouldn't doubt it. Again, he's chewing instant coffee to fucking stay awake. The man does not sleep. Look at him. Like, when I saw that they were doing an interview with him on TMZ, I turned it on. First of all, by the way, hey, TMZ, can we spring for a tie, you motherfucker? I understand you want to try to be all, I'm going up the river to meet Colonel Kurtz and you want to dress down in a track jacket, but you're on fucking television, you cock. Pretend to be a journalist. I understand that's the standard outfit for hiding in the bushes, but Charlie has invited you out of the bushes. If you're in the bushes hiding your fucking tracksuit, but if Charlie asks you for a sit down, maybe put on a fucking blazer, you hump. This isn't you trapping Mila Kunis into a fucking stare down at a street corner. She waits for the light to change. This is you being invited to interview a guy in his backyard. Act accordingly, you motherfucker. What is wrong with you, track jacket? What are you, in the fucking Sopranos? If you're going to dress like that in a track jacket and sit with your back to the yard and not know what's behind you, you deserve to get fucking whacked. Sheen should have had a guy come out and just bat you. Fucking, you know what? He should have hired a guy to dress up like Capone and said, team, and just fucking hit you in the head with a goddamn bat. TMZ. Jesus. How about trying to be way too comfortable? Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Fuck you. You're not his friend. Unbelievable. And then you see Sheen talking about the coffee. I'm like, yeah, he's just awake. That motherfucker is awake. And I'm sure he'll tell you, I'm awake for the first time in my fucking life. I am awake. I love it. I can't stop watching it. I'm sure none of you can. You hear him, but because it starts out, he's in the middle of a dispute and he might be doing drugs and then he disappears with porn stars. And then all of a sudden he's on like a radio show with Dan Patrick, like a sports show. And let me be honest with you folks. Tell me that I've thought about trying to get him on this motherfucking show. I mean, it's that same thing where I talk about how eventually I'll be able to fuck Pam Anderson because she's fallen so far off her pedestal that I'll see her and just go, hey, I got candy. Boom, let's hit this van. I told you, eventually, on their way down, you'll get to see them and your chances increase. There's no greater time for me to strike, to try to get Charlie Sheen into this and do this fucking joke. If I could just get a hold of him, all I need to do is get a hold of him. If I looked at him, hey dude, you want to sit down for a talk in a stripper's kitchen? Done. That's the secret words right there, dude. How about having a chat with me in a stripper's kitchen? Abso-fucking-lutely. Hey, it's in a shitty part of Hollywood. I'm sure you've been there before, buying everything you've ever shot into your arm. Done. It's not going to be boring, so you won't fall asleep. Although I expect him to fucking get a buck cutter and cut his goddamn eyelids off before he even gets a fucking nod off. Jesus Christ. I love it. I can't stop watching it. And I don't understand why people are outraged and clucking their tongues over it and all that kind of shit. Jesus fuck. All right. The internet is amazing. The internet's amazing. That's the only reason we can judge all these people, and because that's how it all fostered right there first, and then there's TMZ, and I'm at work, I'm at that shithole job, and I'm sitting there. Here's how the internet works. I'm watching literally. Look, you all know how the internet works. It brings you idiots like me. But seriously, I mean, if there wasn't internet, you would have no fucking idea who I was. You're gonna find me via word of mouth. You're gonna see me middling in Wausau, Wisconsin. I would have never learned to be who I am if it wasn't for the goddamn internet. And trust me, you could not exist without the internet. Now that you've had it, it's like when I heard Egypt, they were killing people and all that shit. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. And like they turned the internet off. I'm like, fuck, no! You gotta be kidding me! They turned the internet off? Jesus Christ! How the fuck are those guys gonna go to Sporkle and do a quiz about Friends? Unbelievable. But the internet to me, it is the miracle of the modern age. It continues to be. I mean, I talk about iPods where you can bring 80 gigs of fucking music. I mean, it's just, and this is the reason why our country is falling apart, is because we are fascinated and just playing with our own shit constantly. Like I said, Twitter's the human centipede of media. I watch the Oscars. All right, we can all agree the Oscars were fucking terrible, right? I agree. But for years, we would watch the Oscars and go, man, that was terrible, to our friends, and then we would gather up our chafing dishes and head back to our homes. Not anymore. Who's got two thumbs and wants the entire fucking world to know how they felt about the Oscars? America does. Those guys. You gotta be shitting me. I looked at the goddamn, when I talked about Twitter before with all the bears and all that kind of shit. Well, this time, people live tweeting the Oscars, and I follow a bunch of comics and stuff. And look, comics are funny. All right, they do their job. And look, I live tweeted the Oscars last year for Comedy Film Nerds. Not asked back, but other than that, I don't know what I did wrong, but apparently I did something. That's a lie. Graham was out of town, and Chris and his buddy Neil did it from their house, so they had it covered. The film nerds they had a blanket all over Hollywood. They didn't need a fourth set of thumbs involved. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't do it. Because I went on and I'm reading just the snarkiest snark of all snarks, and I mean people like. And again, it's never been more evident that everybody in the world wants you to know what they fucking think. I follow baseball writers. They're live tweeting the Oscars and talking about how bad it is. I follow Keith Olbermann. Keith Olbermann is ripping the Oscars. And I'm just like, dude, I mean, I don't give a fuck what you guys think. But if that's the case, why do I follow them on Twitter? You know what I mean? Because sometimes I do care what they think. But just the snark level was so ridiculous. I just, all right. So I guess I'm glad I didn't participate is my point. But, the internet, I sat in that whole job, and I'm flipping around, and I'm watching riots in Libya. I actually saw a guy get shot in the head, and they're carrying him, and people are freaking out, and they're showing that handheld camera. And these, people are putting them up in like 20-second and 30-second increments because they're running from fucking bullets. I'm watching that happen. I'm watching Egypt. You see an entire country change and a dictator fall. And this is all in 5 minutes. I see Libya, and then I'm like, oh, there's a link, and I watch some stuff from Egypt, and I'm like, wow, that's fucking amazing. You see people crying in the streets and their daughters, and I spent about 15 minutes surfing the Libya stuff and seeing that the country's falling, but Gaddafi's hiring mercenaries, and then you can see people running from bullets and guns. There was a guy who was on a balcony. He was filming a scene in Egypt where there were protesters, and a government truck just floored it and drove through 100 people. I'm watching that. I'm going, Jesus, this is fucking ridiculous. Then there's another link to a clip in Brazil where there's like a bike ride or a bike race, and a guy drives his car through a bike race. There's like 100 bicycles, and then you just see this weird commotion, and a guy in an orange shirt runs away, and then you just see a car, fucking human bowling, mow down everybody in the goddamn Brazil race. And I see that clip, and I'm like, fuck. And then I go to my Facebook thing, and I realize it's my buddy Pat's birthday, and people are saying happy birthday as well. And I'm like, oh, well, you know what? This would be funny. I wonder if there's a clip of Kiss singing happy birthday. I go to YouTube, and I just Google Kiss happy birthday on YouTube. Yep. There's 3 clips of Kiss singing happy birthday, and I watch all of them to decide which one was the best one to put on my friend's wall. I watched guys get shot in the head in Libya. I saw people run over by government trucks as they tried to change their lives. And then I watched Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley sing happy birthday to Eric Singer, all in the space of fucking 4 minutes, thanks to the goddamn internet. We can't live without it, folks. And it's ruining us. It's absolutely ruining us. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, don't be surprised when everything goes to hell while you were sitting around playing Angry Birds. Seriously, do not be fucking surprised when all the shit hits the fan. Honest, I fear, if the Russians were smart, they'd Red Dawn the shit out of us right now. As everybody sat in their goddamn houses and watched Charlie Sheen melt down on the internet, the Russians would just parachute into this country and kick the fuck out of everybody. And nobody would even Wolverine up because everybody would just be like, well, the fucking Russians are here. Let's film it. Nobody fucking cares because, again, you are so desensitized. I'm completely desensitized to the shit I see on the internet. I just keep looking at it and going, yeah, okay, I've seen that. I mean, I'm not surprised by anything. I told you, I've seen Daniel Pearl get his head cut off. I still hear the noise in my head. I mean, and yet still, I'm just like, I'm clicking around looking at Libya, guys getting shot in the head. Dude, the fucking clip of the Brazil... the fucking Brazil accident, it looks like there's like 100 people bicycling, and they're not in helmets and, Lycra. It's not like the Tour de France. It looks like it was just some organized, fun bike ride. It almost, you know what? It's funny. I think, who was in the van that ran over everybody? It was the Brazilian Charlie Sheen. That's how much money that guy has. Again, he's got that much fucking money that he paid all these people to get on bikes, and he's like, I'm going to mow you down with a fucking truck. Done. Let's go. How much? How much, lira or Portuguese? I don't know what the fuck they have as money over there. I have no idea what their standard of currency is. All I know is it took a lot of it to get these people on bikes to get mowed down by the fucking Brazilian Charlie Sheen. God damn it, that's hysterical. Oh my God, I just watch it, and because this is what I'm saying is about being desensitized. Again, if you were Charlie Sheen and you had $100 million, you would do that kind of shit. Don't pretend that you don't. Don't pretend that you wouldn't. Don't pretend that you. What are you gonna do? Would you sit in your house and cluck and have chicken soup and go to bed at fucking 9 o'clock? No, you wouldn't. God damn it. You'd have cockfights in your den. Yes, you would. And you know what you would do? You would hire cockfights in your den, and you would go to bed. You wouldn't even stick around to watch the goddamn cockfight in your den. You'd be like, fuck, I'm bored. And then you go to bed, and you know what you wouldn't do? Sleep. You'd just sit there and grind your fucking teeth, waiting to get up in the morning and cause more damage to whoever the fuck couldn't afford it. God damn it, that'd be awesome. If you had enough money, it's like Charles Barkley says. When Charles Barkley's got fuck you money, and the guy pisses him off at a bar, and Charles Barkley throws him through a window of a bar. And everybody's like, what the fuck? He's like, sometimes a guy's got to go through a window of a bar. Yeah. Because Charles Barkley can do that. He can pick a dude up, throw him through the window of the bar, and then, count out all of his money like fucking Reggie Hammond in Trading Places. I got your measly $127. And just throw the fucking cash at him and go, who been putting out their cools on my floor? Yeah, you're goddamn right. Throw a party and have that big Barry White looking motherfucker on your goddamn stairs. Done. If you got that kind of money, you can do that. I'll take my dessert in the den, Coleman. Scrape those crepes in the fucking garbage. Unbelievable. But again, I'm watching the clip of the fucking Brazilian thing where it's the guy in the truck, he runs down the dudes in the bike, and this is the internet. This is the internet, folks. Underneath it, a guy wrote, never bring a bike to a car fight. Done.
Oh my God.
More people died in that clip than there were words in that caption. Fucking beautiful. And all of us laugh. All of us laugh. Don't pretend you clucked and went and saw Brazilian Bike Massacre and then read never bring a bike to a car fight and went, oh, that guy's a jerk. No, you didn't. You went, God damn it, why didn't I think of that? The glory I would have had if my anonymous self would have typed out that particular 8-word fucking destruction of 100 people dying in a bike accident. Because that's what you strive for. We all strive for that. Nobody gives a shit about homes and children. We all want to do quips and look cool. And by that, everybody, I mean me. That's it, me. If I had children, maybe I wouldn't have this fucking point of view. Maybe I wouldn't be that guy. But I mean, I sit there, I stare at the fucking internet, and again, like I said, there's fucking deaths and then Kiss and every fucking porn imaginable, and it's like you're so desensitized. Even, dude, let me ask you this. Have you ever had your cock shrug? Mine does. I'll pull up something on the internet that's porn-related or pornish or pornorific, and my cock just goes, Seriously, I think my cock actually went, meh, the other day. I think he actually said it. I heard it come out of my pants. I hope it was my cock. I don't want to think my knees are chiming in. What do my knees not care? My knees should be thrilled about seeing porn. They don't fucking care. But I think, literally, I scroll through porn on the internet, and I think my cock just goes, seen it, got it, seen it, got it. Unbelievable. I was telling Lily, I'm like, there's so many porns. It's because there's, you find there's XTube and there's RedTube and the Hun and all those different places. You're like, all right, fine, I can go there. And then you go to 4chan, which has, certain images and they bring you to certain places. And I didn't even know about fucking Motherless.com until I was on 4chan. And then you go to Motherless.com. The first night I ever went there, and Motherless.com is the Brazilian bike race of porn. Because they don't have any fucking rules at all, I don't think. I mean, I'm flipping around, and I told her, I was talking about seeing a horse get laid or something like that, or a horse get fucked, and she's like, oh, yeah, once you see that, and I'm like, why? She goes, that's a happy horse. I go, I don't know, some of them are happy, some of them aren't. She goes, you watched more than one? And I'm like, yeah, you have to, kind of. Yes, you do. You have to. Just like you got to watch the Brazilian bike race get fucking destroyed by that dude in the Brazilian Charlie Sheen in his van. You have to do it. But Motherless, that's the thing. I'm flipping through, and there's I told her there's dogs getting laid and horses getting laid and pigs getting laid. I didn't click on the pigs. That's where I draw the line, folks. I don't need to see a fucking animal with a cock shaped like a question mark bang some fucking poor Brazilian in the dirt. No thanks. I can imagine how terrible it was for them. I don't need to see it being executed. No one wants to see bacon get laid. So I'm watching it on and on. I'm fucking flipping. I'm watching dogs and horses, and you're clicking on it. And the horses are always just indifferent to the whole thing. The horses are like me watching porn on the internet. The horses are just like, meh, whatever. All these poor women who don't speak English are making 20 dinero by fucking sucking me off. Do it. Do it. I got to go run through a field later. Those horses are so bummed because they wanted to be in the Kentucky Derby. Those horses are the me of the internet, and them getting sucked off. You know what it is? They had aspirations. Those horses, when they were colts and ponies and fucking mares and fillies, when they were growing up, they were like, I'm going to run in the Kentucky Derby. I'm going to run in the goddamn Kentucky Derby. I'm going to be the greatest. I'm going to be the next Secretariat. And then eventually, they just settled for whatever ghetto fucking exposure they could possibly get, and now they're getting blown on the internet in a movie clip. That's who I am. I'm like, I'm going to host the Tonight Show. I'm going to be on the goddamn Oscars. I'm going to win a goddamn Oscar someday. And now I'm doing a podcast. This is let's face it, podcasts are the sucking off a horse, of the entertainment industry. But luckily, I'm the horse. I haven't fallen to the part where I have to be on the other end of this. I can't even imagine what that would be. Blog Talk Radio. I think that's what it is. That's the sucking off a horse of the internet. I'm the horse getting blown in the internet. Of the entertainment industry. Oh, Christ. People with dogs and then there's multiple. There's this one woman who she fucks the same dog over and over. First of all, look, if you're a connoisseur of that sort of thing, animal porn, don't you about the third time you see them just go, oh, I've seen all your moves. We get it. I want to see that woman stepping out with another dog. I want to see how she handles another dog, goddammit. I don't want to see her doing the same dog over and over. That's ridiculous. That's vanilla dog sex. I don't want to fucking see that. That's like watching a married couple go at it. Fuck that. Missionary position, wearing your socks. Fuck that. Turn the lights on and get another dog in here. Stat. I don't want to see one woman, one dog. What is this coming to? Fuck dog monogamy. If you're going to fuck dogs, you know what? Walk into a kennel with Alpo all over your fucking goddamn body and just lay down and get worked. Get fucking dog trained by every dog in the business. Don't just settle down with one dog and film it because you're comfortable with that fucking dog, because your viewers demand more. Don't you recognize what the internet is for? The internet is all about variety. We get bored quick. If I got to see you lay the same dog 3 clips in a row, fuck you. I'm never clicking on you again. Ever. Not happening. Unless you get another dog in the mix, or you've got a horse, or a fucking anybody. I don't care. Get 2 guys in a horse outfit. Get them in there and I watch the fucking thing. But you and the same dog ain't cutting it for me. I'm sure there's romance and bullshit. Is there? Honestly, think about that. Because there's romance porn. Women make porn like man, woman, like with a story, and they go to dinner, and then they make love, and there's a rose. Fuck all that. Because other guys are watching goddamn gonzo porn where a chick got a champagne bottle jammed in her ass, and a guy's fisting her up to the elbow. Up, he's basically got a handful of kidney and working her, and you're just like, seen it, got it, seen it. So are there people in dog porn who are like looking for romance porn? Is that what that woman, she's like the niche market? Her and her dog have a love affair? And then you're banking on people to come in and see exactly your tender moves with your fucking dog? I don't think so. If you're fucking a dog, jazz it up. Unbelievable. Settles down with the one dog like they settled in together. Fuck, I don't want to see all that. You might as well sit down and have dinner, like candlelight dinner with the fucking dog for all the excitement you're bringing to the table. You and one dog getting laid. And oh my God, how awkward is it for any visitor who comes to that fucking house? Oh, think about that. Oh, I didn't even think, because she in the video, she's wearing a slinky outfit, and the dog, I don't know, she's throwing a tennis ball to get him worked up. I don't know. And then all of a sudden she starts presenting, and boom, here we go. We're off to the fucking dog races. So he thinks it's natural to fuck humans. So she can't have any visitors over her goddamn house, right? Because it can't exactly be public knowledge among the people that she knows that she's fucking the dog. But the second you have somebody over for grilled cheese and that dog fucking pins them to the floor and starts going to work, I think maybe they're going to have an issue and wonder exactly why the camera's set up in the corner. Oh, I see. You've got that kind of relationship. Well, I certainly don't want to cut in, but I'll tell you what, when that happens, film it. Because that's what people want to see. You know what? Invite in the UPS guy and hit the fucking camera, because something interesting is about to happen here. It changes the whole dynamic. We don't want to watch you and the dog and you grow old together and enjoy each other's company and make love. I don't want to see you make love to a dog. I want to see a dog fucking work like 900 chicks. I want to see you work 900 dogs. Nobody wants to see one dog, one woman. That's not exciting for anybody.
We'll be back to the 40-Year-Old Boy right after this.
Avert your eyes, sheep! I am Yeep, herald for Thorgar, soldier from the inner ring of the seventh circle of hell! Shoemaker! Thorgar finds his hooves scalded and chafed from wandering the fire pits of his domain. He demands you sheathe his hooves with a fat cloth woven from the hair of 100 virgins! Procure it now!
Yeah, we're not gonna have anything like that.
Hold your tongue, cobbler! Thorgar? Thorgar insists that you provide him with sandals fashioned from the skins of recently murdered children! The fresher, the better! Immediately!
We have sandals, but they're leather.
You dare question Thorgar, whose hooves you are not fit to lick? Very well! Thorgar orders you to procure these boots in a men's 10.5!
We don't have half sizes. We can
Enough! Your woeful display here today will not be forgotten. Live the rest of your days in terror, knowing that your death will be met with great celebrations in hell, as your arrival will provide the opportunity to invent unspeakable torments as yet unattempted. I demand you bow as we leave this place.
Okay.
Thorgar!
Sorry I couldn't help you.
Yes, Thorgar, there is a Payless up the street, certainly. But that's fine. Avert your eyes as I speak to Thorgar! You are not fit to look upon us!
And now back to the 40-year-old boy. Already in progress.
You know who agrees with my policies on dog porn is tweakedaudio.com/40. We've had plenty of discussions. It's like, because they'll call me, they'll be like, dude, you ever seen that video where the woman gets a snake jammed into her ass? And I'm like, how are we doing on sales? They go, hold on, we're dealing with the snake in the ass right now. And I'm like, Bruce, honestly, how do you folks at tweakedaudio.com/40 find time to make so many great earbuds that are classic looking and wonderful sounding if all you're doing is sitting around all day watching a woman get a snake jammed into her ass? He's like, look, we're multitasking. That's what the internet is about. He goes, we live on the internet. We work on the internet. As a matter of fact, if the internet were a neighborhood, tweakedaudio.com/40 lives right next door to a woman getting snake in the ass. By the way, you do not want to be a visitor to that woman's house. Oh, man. You absolutely do not want to stop by for tea at the house of the woman who gets a snake jammed up her ass. Holy God. Because that snake doesn't know what the fuck's going on. All he knows is there's a warm place he's supposed to go. And he's tired of her warm place, so he's like, that snake's like, dude, I'm going to burrow right up in there. And at that point, the only thing you can do is put on your earbuds from tweakedaudio.com/40 and enjoy a snake rape. That's it. That's all you got to do. As a matter of fact, that's their new slogan, tweakedaudio.com/40, the official earbuds of snake rape. So, by the way, go right now to tweakedaudio.com/40, which, as I've mentioned, by the way, if you purchase tickets, earbuds from tweakedaudio.com/40, benefits all podcasts. Every single podcast gets a slice. They get a cut. As long as you make sure you buy from tweakedaudio.com/40, every podcast in the iTunes store gets a cut. So please go to tweakedaudio.com/40, the official earbuds of snake rape, and get a couple of pairs. And then lay back and relax a fucking boa constrictor in the ass. Why not? The woman on the internet was excited. She was ready for it. That's fine. I don't understand tentacle porn. Although, you know what? When you think about it, tweakedaudio.com/40 earbuds they're close to tentacle porn, because they got the wires and all that shit. There should be like tweakedaudio.com/40 porn, where like women are getting those jammed up their ass. There should just be, what? I take it back. Forget specific product. There should just be jammed up the ass porn, which I'm sure there is. I've seen enough shit get jammed into people's asses where I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. My cock went, seen it, got it, seen it. So go to tweakedaudio.com/40, the official earbuds of snake rape. I got to use mine this week. My tweakedaudio.com/40 earbuds. I was on a plane flying to where? Do we know? Does anybody know where I went? Anyone out there? Hold on. I'm going to call on Ms. Von Stupp.
Did you go to Phoenix?
I did go to Phoenix, Arizona over the weekend. You know what you win? Snake rape. Because I have tweakedaudio.com/40 earbuds and I get a cut when I sell them, but snake rape I give away for free. You know what? I just get money from snake rape for mentioning snake rape. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even have to sell a product. And oftentimes I get money, but then they'll say to me, "Hey, do you need somebody raped with a snake?" I go, yes, I do. Done. They'll take care of it for me. Thanks, Snake Rape. See, you got to get in tight with Snake Rape, folks, because Snake Rape does you good. They do you right. They'll just send money right to your PayPal account, and then if you need somebody snake raped, boom, it's done. They just grab a fucking a garter snake and flush somebody out for you. Snake Rape. That should have been my wrestling name if I was to be a wrestler. Please welcome Snake Rape. Nobody says please welcome. Hold on a second. That doesn't happen in wrestling. Ladies coming to the ring, please welcome Snake Rape. And I think we can all agree everybody welcomes Snake Rape. Nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee. Everybody welcomes Snake Rape. These are the great slogans of our times, folks. Just sitting there in a lawn chair throwing money in the air. Snake Rape, do it! And ironically, the money I throw in the air, I earn from plugging Snake Rape. I can't stop saying Snake Rape. That was on Letterman one time. Letterman was doing this. He did like stupid small town or real products, actual products, and he goes, and it's the funniest delivery. Again, David Letterman, by the way, folks, a fucking genius. All right, we can all agree on that. David Letterman, top 5 funniest guys on earth. But I will tell you, even funnier when I was a kid, when I would watch him, I would sit there and I wanted to be him so bad. And he did actual products, and he's pulling out stuff and saying the product's a silly product. And I have to do the delivery. I can do the delivery. Because he would do something and the band would play or something. People would stop clapping, and he'd go, "All right, Paul, that's right. It's the 6-inch boner." And it was a knife. It was a fillet knife, but it was a boning knife, and it said the 6-inch boner. And that's all he said. He goes, "It's the 6-inch boner." And then he throws it, of course. And then he goes, "See that, Paul? We had the 6-inch boner." He goes, "I was hoping that when I came in tonight, we would have a 6-inch boner in a segment." And he goes, "Now I can't stop saying 6-inch boner." Do me a favor. If you know David Letterman, go up to him and whisper Snake Rape. It works twofold. One, he won't be able to get out of his head. He'll keep saying it over and over during a show. And two, I get money. Because, again, I don't know if I mentioned to you folks, I am in tight with the guys at Snake Rape Incorporated. I got to think of a different company besides Incorporated and Limited. Snake Rape Esquire? I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I was on a plane, and I am tired of these snakes raping on this motherfucking plane. Let me tell you that. You know who says that? The other passengers. You know who doesn't say it? Me, because I am excited about snake rape on a plane. All right. So I flew to Phoenix, folks, because I had a show. And, the show did not involve snake rape. I know you're thinking, I have not brought snake rape into the live show just yet. You have to really get to be comfortable with the snake before you can actually get it to rape somebody. All right, so anyway. And that's a lie. Snakes will rape at a drop of a dime. All right, so. And they'll steal your dime. Snakes. But they earned it. Okay, so I go to Phoenix to do a show. And I was going to drive, but then our friend Ms. Von Stubb said she could not go and could not support me with her laughs and her taking care of everything. Which, as you know, folks, I'm a child. I need basically Karen dropped me at the airport with a note that said Phoenix pinned on my shirt. Because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I don't know what to do. So I go to the Burbank airport because I chose to fly rather than drive. I would have driven if Lily would have gone with me, but instead I go, you know what? I weighed the options. If I would have driven, especially now with the gas going all the way through the roof. Thanks, Gaddafi. Because again, they all blame him, because that's how they do it, folks. If an Arab sneezes, they raise gas 15 cents a gallon and go, look what's going on in the Arab world, and then they steal all of your money. They. This shadowy conspiracy. It's the people behind Snake Rape Incorporated. All right, so they also changed the gas prices. And yet, so I'm on their side because they're paying me. All right, why am I saying this? So shut up. So I have to fly to Phoenix. This keeps rubbing. Is that making a noise? I don't know. I keep thinking that it's making. I hear noises in my head. So I fly to Phoenix. I go to Phoenix. And I decided to fly because if you do the math, if I would have driven, if I had taken the Murano, that would have been about $130 gas round trip, $120. Flying was only $160. So I'm like, you know what? $40 is worth fucking 10 hours of my time. And plus, now that I'm a one-car household, thanks to Guy in Range Rover, I'll you know what? By the way, I can talk about that now. I'll talk about it another time. Because I can't. If I do that now, we will be here fucking forever. And seeing as we've been here forever 3 of the past 4 weeks, I got no interest in being here forever again. Because again, I mentioned it's an early record, folks. This is Tuesday. It's an unshowered Tuesday. I bring you all these tales of snake rape. And because tweakedaudio.com/40, they demanded it. They go, do us a favor, experiment a little bit. If you could go ahead and do a show on a Tuesday without taking a shower, we think that would really benefit the snake rape industry that we are secretly bankrolling. That's right, folks. tweakedaudio.com/40 is Snake Rape Incorporated. All right, so. God damn it. So I had to, because I have something to do tomorrow, so I had to come here and do this earlier today. Why did I say, and what was I going to say about tomorrow?
No, you're here and you didn't fly and you...
Oh, I didn't fly. Yeah, okay, so I did. How did I get lost? I get lost, folks. Sorry. Huh?
Snake rape.
That's what it
You got
was.
lost in snake rape.
Because it's in my brain now. I'm like, you know why? Because every time I mention it, I get $140. So I keep finding ways to shoehorn it in. All right, so it's like I get a cut every time you go to tweakedaudio.com/40 and buy earbuds. Every time you hire a snake to rape someone, I get $140. I love the idea of hiring a snake. You have to go in and interview him. Hey, look, I need you to keep this quiet. Seriously, that's good. That's good. I like that. Keep it up. All right, enough. We're talking business here. Oh, Christ. Where do you meet that snake? You bring him out to a restaurant? We got to do this in a public place. I don't trust you. I know what you do for a living. We wind up together alone in a dark place. Who the fuck knows if you don't just go rogue? And I wind up with a fucking boa colon. Fuck all that. I'm hiring you to do a job. Don't sass me. You hear me, snake? Are you here to talk about rape or are you here to piss me off? That's it. I'm leaving. Flip over the restaurant table. All right. And you know what you do? You leave that snake with the check. All right. That's right. He can pay for your upturned soup and your tipped over bread basket and your fucking glass of wine you didn't finish because he was sitting there fucking, yeah, I get it. Are you here to talk business? Or are you here to fucking be an idiot? All right. Yeah. And why is the show so long? No one knows. Because I have business meetings with snakes. Not to be confused with Harry, the guy with the snake on his face. Who we all know and love. All right. So what was I saying?
You went to Phoenix.
I did go to Phoenix. And I flew rather than drive. Because I would have driven if Lily would have gone. Because I like to watch her sleep. But if we would have flown, it would have been. And I would have, if she would have wanted to go, I would have bought her a ticket to fly. But she said that she had things to do. You did. You had moose rape over the weekend or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's what it was. Lily's doing a show at the Moose. The Moose Lodge, folks, for apparently 900 old guys and my dead father's ghosts. Why does my dad have multiple ghosts? I said ghosts. I made my dad's ghosts plural. You know why? Because sober Mike's dad and drunk Mike's dad show up. My dad was so drunk he's got 2 ghosts. One of them's loaded. He's got a normal ghost who just sits there and clucks his tongue at fucking drunk ghost behavior. Man, oh man. So, Lily couldn't go. That's the bottom line, folks. Lily couldn't go. So I flew. I go early to Burbank. And again, Lily's not there to take care of everything. I don't know what to do. I go through security and I take my shoes off. That's still a thing. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So I walk through security, I get on the plane. And the flight to Phoenix is only like an hour and a half. And I will tell you that I get on, when I checked in, the plane was full, but I sat down. And you always play that lottery where I always get a window seat. I sit window on the right side of the plane so I can lean my head. I just put in my fucking tweakedaudio.com/40 earbuds and fucking grab a nap. So I got my head up against the thing. But at the same time, you're kind of alert because you're waiting. Because I'm fat. All right, I'm alert because I'm fat. Skinny people don't care. If people sit next to him, whatever, unless it's a fat guy. Nobody wants a fat guy sitting next to him. Again, yeah, that's why I hope to get on the plane first because I hate the looks of terror on people's faces. They see me lumber down the goddamn aisle. They'd rather have a guy with a turban full of box cutters sit next to him than have my fat ass sit down. So I'm walking down the aisle. That's right from my act. I'm walking down the aisle, And I sit down, and then you're playing that lottery where people are coming in, you're counting heads, and you're looking at empty seats. And finally they say the last passengers have boarded. There's 6 people looking for a place to put their luggage. And I have an empty seat next to me, and I'm waiting and waiting. And finally everybody sits down, empty seat. Lottery wins. All right, big winner. So that means I can sleep and sprawl a little bit. And there's an empty seat, and then there's an Asian woman on the aisle, which might as well be an empty seat, right? We can be honest about that. Woman weighs 60 pounds. You know what I mean? Seriously, she could have sat next to me, and it wouldn't have mattered. That would have been fine. I still could have sprawled. I can sprawl all over. She's tiny. Flight starts. They put her in a box. They open it up. She sings for Mothra to come. I mean, she's really small. Mothra, look it up. All right, so she's a tiny, tiny lady. So she's on the aisle. And I'm sleeping, and I've got my earbuds in. I'm vegging out. I'm kind of in and out of sleep. And they come down with the juice wagon. They're like, "All right, everybody, who wants coffee? Who wants this?" And I will tell you, folks, there's something I do on a plane. It's I drink apple juice on a plane. It's the only time I drink apple juice in my life. Honestly, it's my treat on a plane is when they come down with the juice wagon. I'm getting apple juice, and I will not drink apple juice off a plane. Don't even offer it to me. It's just something I've decided. Whenever I'm on a plane, except for the time I drank. Did I talk about the time I drank like a Snappy Tom or some shit on the plane? I didn't talk about that. I thought I'd be cute one time. I swear to God, I talked about this. I got on a plane one time, and they had like a vegetable cocktail, like a tomato juice Snappy Tom deal or something. So I go, you know what? Fuck, I'll try that because I was trying to get. This is when I was really losing weight. Once I had my fat guy surgery, everything changed. Like my diet changed, and so I started to open myself up to different things that I had never tried before, and I thought that I would never like. So I mean, I love Brussels sprouts now. I never ate them all the time. I wasn't an anti-vegetable guy. I love cauliflower and broccoli and all that, but Brussels sprouts were always I didn't like. They smelled like a tire fire when I was a kid. My mom would make them, and I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. She burned them once, and that's all it took. That's all it took was I never want to eat them. Well then, when I started to lose all the weight, I was like, well, let's look for new fancy things. I started eating spaghetti squash and a lot of cool vegetables. So they were coming down the fucking with the juice wagon, and they had Snappy Tom, which is like a vegetable V8 or something like that, a vegetable cocktail. So I go, all right, I'll take that. So I started to drink it, and they said, you want to put it on ice? And I'm like, no. I'm like, and the woman next to me, literally the passenger next to me, is like, you should put that on ice. I go, I don't want it on ice. That sounded disgusting because it's bad enough that you're drinking tomato sauce anyway, like thick. But I'm going to try it in its natural habitat. I'm not going to put it over fucking ice. I'm going to see what it tastes like. So I drank like a third of it, and I knew right away something's wrong with this. Like it felt like licking a battery. I mean, that's what it fucking tasted like to me. So I look at the fucking can. It's got like 880 grams of sodium in it because they have to put as much salt and shit in it to make it taste good because it's just a bunch of fucking vegetables having an orgy. And that's not going to taste good to anybody. You want to get mouth-fucked by vegetables. It's like, no, they try to tart it up with all sorts of fucking sodium. So I could almost feel my hands and feet swelling on the goddamn plane. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. So I called the juice lady over, and I'm like, I can't have this anymore. And I went and got my apple juice. I went back to my old standby, to old Yeller, to old Macintosh. So, but yeah, so I'm trying different things. But you know what? Fuck that. On the plane, apple juice. Never off the plane. I only drink apple juice at altitude. Which means I guess I would have it in Denver. But I haven't been. So the woman comes down with the juice wagon, and she's like, what do you want? I go, I need apple juice. And sometimes they give you the can and a glass with ice, or sometimes they just pour it in a glass with ice. And I'll have apple juice on ice. That's fine. So sure enough, she does it, and there's nobody in between us on the plane. It's just me and then a tiny little Mothra woman in the fucking aisle. So the middle seat, I open up the little table, and I put it down, and I put my juice on there. It's like, hey, guess what? We got a coffee table because we've got me and my new Asian wife have a house and we got a little coffee table there. So I open it up and I drink some of the juice and I put it down and I'm in and out of sleep and I put my juice down. We're flying. I wake up, I kind of come to and I look over. My juice is gone. It was apple juice without. It was I only had like 2 sips of it. And I think I've mentioned to you folks, the only time I get to drink apple juice is on the goddamn plane. It's a celebration of all things Granny Smith. I mean, I'm there to, enjoy it. So I looked at Mothra and I'm like, hey, what happened to my juice? And she's like, huh? I said, what happened to my apple juice on our coffee table? And she's like, oh, she took it. So normally I wouldn't care. Flight's only an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. But, and I was sleeping. I'd rather they take it than wake me up. All right, I don't want them to wake me up. But if it's an hour and 20 minutes, why are you, how long do we have to drink the juice? I mean, I took one sip and put it down, closed my eyes, and won't you fucking hoodwinked me and took it away? I mean, Jesus Christ. And I never understood the taking of the juice anyway. What, because you think the plane's not going to land if I've still got a cup with ice? Give me a fucking break. Don't even look, millions of comedians have done millions of jokes about millions of flights, and they're all true. Everything's true. We all know it, right? I mean, flying used to be a fucking miracle, and now you've got everybody dragging on a fucking garbage bag full of their fucking belongings and jamming it into, wherever. No point. Again, that's how bad it is. I can't even make fun of it because it's been made fun of to death. But I want my fucking juice. You know what? Again, I got a note pinned to my shirt that says, Phoenix, I'm a little boy. Don't take away a little boy's juice. He's going to cry. So I decided, fuck this. I'm going to cry. I punched the little fucking waitress light. Bing. And I'm waiting to see if they're going to come by or whatever. And she finally comes by and she goes, sir, can I help you? I said, hi, yeah, did you take away my juice? And she goes, yeah, we came down the aisle and we took the garbage. You were sleeping. I didn't want to disturb you. I go, I understand that, but I mean, why did you need to take my juice? She said, well, we're getting ready to land. We're descending. And I go, I understand that, but is my juice going to ruin the descent? And again, am I being unreasonable? Maybe. But I'm cranky. I hadn't slept. I'm like rubbing my eyes. I got a note on my shirt. I'm like, where's my juice? I want a sippy cup. She goes, sir, just, we're going to be on the ground in a few minutes and everything's going to be fine. Just relax. And I go, I am relaxed. I would like my juice back. And she goes, well, we put it all away. I go, I understand. I guess I just want you to explain why you would take it. And she goes, sir, it was a judgment call. I think I made the right decision. You know we're not taking Pork Chop Hill here, right? A judgment call to take my juice? You got to be shitting me, right? But it worked. I was so stunned that she said it was a judgment call. I think I made the right decision. I'm like, okay, it shut me up. It fucking won. She won. That's why you don't get your juice. It was like, you know why? Because I was being a child, and all of a sudden she talked to me like with adult talk. She brought me out of little kiddom with, it was a judgment call. I think I made the right decision. It wasn't a hostage situation. It was a glass of apple juice. You didn't have to red wire, blue wire the cup to get it out of there. You got to be fucking kidding me. It was a judgment call. I made the right decision. What are you, Paul Gleason in Die Hard? All right. So I lost my juice. I lose my juice. So this trip to Phoenix is already a bust. I get to town. I rented a car. And then, I rent a car. Oh, I rent my car through Priceline. I got a good deal. I was actually shocked because I rented it the night before I went. They wound up hooking me up with Alamo. Thank God they're not Thrifty. I'm sure some bells and whistles would have gone up at Thrifty. Wait a minute, this guy. So I get there, I go to Alamo, and dude, all of these people, that fucking off-site rental car thing, it used to be like you would get off the plane. Again, folks, I'm old, all right? Brace yourselves. Here comes an old man talking. It used to be you would get off your plane and you would walk to the luggage, and then you walk 8 steps and tell them about your car, and they would give it to you. Well, now you got to get on a bus and ride like 20 minutes away from the airport to get the fucking rental cars. And it's all modern and great, and it's really cool, except for the fact that you just rode on fucking public transportation with a bunch of strangers. And when you walk out of the plane, you're like, I'm free. And then you get back into another fucking tin can with everybody, only this time, no apple juice. So I go get my rental car, and they're like, all right, go downstairs. I had a standard, folks, because I can't get a compact or an economy. I go downstairs to get the standard, and they go, take any car in the lot, any car in the standard lot. It's H. So I, take care of Alamo. I go downstairs, and I start walking, and I see H, and there's 2 cars in H. I can take any one of them. So I see a Volkswagen Jetta. And I'm like, fuck, I've never driven a Volkswagen before. I'd love to check that out. That'd be awesome. And I should tell you my view. When I'm walking up, I see the Volkswagen Jetta, and beyond it, I just see a roof of a car. I don't know what kind it is. So I see the Jetta, and I'm like, fuck, that's awesome. I want to see, I would love to, ride a Volkswagen Jetta. So I'm walking, and a woman is talking to the attendant, and she just kind of nods, and she gets immediately in the Volkswagen Jetta. And starts it. And I'm like, no. I actually said no. And thinking the attendant would think it was funny. And he's like, are you all right, sir? I go, the Jetta. Well, that's all right. There's another car. She backs up. And as she backs up, I just see an attendant washing a Sebring. Which is where all of your hopes go to die. I've rented Sebrings before. And honestly, I had trouble with the last one because the mouse running in the wheel in the motor died. Horrendous. Hate Sebrings. Can't stand them. There's a reason why they're rental cars. Because nobody will fucking buy them. But I will tell you, it was a new Sebring. It was a 2012. I mean, it was like really nice and really clean, and this guy had his rag out and he's polishing it, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll take that. So I can take any car? I go, excuse me? I go, I can take any car, right? He goes, oh, well, right now this is kind of the only car we have. I'm like, yes, I know. Get in the Sebring. And I will tell you, this Sebring, it's a Chrysler, all right? It's got the same shitty green light, the same shitty green clock on the thing. You turn on the radio, the same shitty green thin digital numbers. I mean, it's all the same. That weird green glow, except I don't know why Chrysler did this, but they have a steering wheel that's, leather, I guess, or faux leather, pleather. I don't know what it is. But on the top of it, on the top of the steering wheel, it has this wood grain panel that's made of really smooth plastic, like the smoothest plastic I've ever felt in my life. And, or it might be silicone. I will tell you, I could not keep my hands off of it. So it made me think this might be the stuff they used in breast implants. Because I could not stop touching it. The rest of it was a steering wheel, but if I had my hand on the top, it was like I was transported to another land of smooth handling. I mean, it made you think you were driving a luxury vehicle, even though I'm in a shitty Sebring, green clock, fucking horrible letters, the green speedometer. But when I touched that fucking wood at the top, and it wasn't really wood, because then I get a fucking splinter, and you remember in a Chrysler right away. But it was this plastic, but it looked like wood. It was like kind of brownish black, and when you touched it, you were transported to a land of driving magic. It felt like wearing driving gloves. Like, just the top felt like you were wearing driving gloves. And then you go to make a turn, you slide your hand out, and like, fucking shitty Chrysler. Oh, driving a cloud. It was just fucking amazing. It made you forget all the bad things about the Sebring. All right. So I guess the bottom line is just rent it for the steering wheel. Or at least, you know what, when they go to tell you to pick any car, sit in the Sebring and just touch that thing and then go find another real car. So, and I will tell you that, boy, it's funny how the world has changed. Again, old man coming, folks. Brace yourselves. In the old days when you would get your fucking rental car, you would have to ask the person how to get to the airport or the hotel, or they'd have a map. They'd give you some giant map of the area, and there'd be look, here's a Hardee's and a Hilton, and all these different spots are highlighted. Everybody in the world has a smartphone now, so these people just figure, you know what, fucking America, you're on your own. That's it. You can't ask anybody at the rental place a question because they'll be like, oh, you got an iPhone? Yeah, okay, just hit 3 buttons and you'll get. It might as well just transport me. Like. It's not a fucking time machine, folks. I still need to know exactly where the fuck I'm going. They're like, you got an iPhone? Yeah, I got an iPhone, but so what? Fucking do your job. Tell me where the fuck I don't live here. It's the goddamn desert. Tell me, go drive to a cactus, turn left. I wound up using my iPhone the entire time I was there. All you do is enter the address once or twice, and then boom, you just hit. It's perfect. I guess I understand why they don't do it. But at the time, you're pissed. At the time, I'm like, God damn it, give me some information, motherfuckers. I've been in Phoenix 5 minutes. You guys are unfriendly. So I take my Sebring, I drive, and I'm following, with the phone and driving around. And Phoenix is weird, man. They have like a metro system, like a train system that's right it's like the cable cars in San Francisco, but it turns. Like it has weird, the tracks turn down streets and you can actually turn alongside it was crazy, man. So I'm driving, I'm looking for this fucking hotel. I stayed at a Radisson. And when I went online, I was looking for different hotels. Again, I'm booking all these shows myself. If you guys want to bring me to your town, again, I'll talk to you, but then we figure out where I can go, and you'll give me some ideas. You're my eyes on the ground, and then I handle the booking. So I booked this hotel, the Radisson City Center, because I find it I have a auto club, so I find them through there. And I'm worried because I don't know what part of town it is or where it is, but I find it was close to the airport. It was only like 7 miles from the airport and 3 miles from the theater. I'm like, done. So I'm driving, I find where I'm going, I pass the trains, I drive, and as I'm pulling up to the hotel, I'm supposed to turn right on 2nd Street. So, and then there's a Holiday Inn in the corner of 2nd Street, and right behind it is the Radisson. So it's a half block off 2nd Street. Well, across the street, on 2nd Street, across the street from the Holiday Inn and across the street from my hotel, right on the corner, adult bookstore. I mean fucking walking distance. You gotta be shitting me. Really? Are my instincts that honed over the years that somehow in my subconscious I knew this? Stunning. So, and I will tell you this, truly an adult bookstore from the old days. No windows, brown, like fucking looked like a bomb shelter with cocks in it. I mean, it was like that kind of fucking. It was the worst looking building. It just looked and they had like one of those hand marquees outside that you put the letters on, and that old font nobody uses anymore. I'm sure they had their sign designed by Don Draper. I mean, it's like that old, and it's so funny. It looks like it may have been the first building ever constructed in Phoenix. Check that. It was the first building ever erected in Phoenix. And then the rest of the town just sprung up around it. Because back in the old days, all the fucking, every Navajo in the desert and every snake interested in rape made his way through the doors. And then eventually they said, hey, we should put a couple of hotels here. Maybe perverts from all over the world will come and stay. To be within walking distance of a jerk-off shack. So I saw it, and I made a mental note. But I can't go there. I got no time for this. Because I hadn't slept, folks. I had been up all night and then gotten on the plane. The only time I slept was on the plane when I got juice snatched. So I grabbed an hour in the air, but now I'm going to crash, man. And also, I will be honest with you, I'm fucking nervous. Like, I don't have my Lily there to talk me down and tell me that things are going to be okay. So I'm a little freaked out about the show that night. Because not only that, she's not going to be there to lead the laugh parade. So, I mean, in my head, I'm like, Jesus. Look, I know I can do stand-up and I know all that, but this is a different animal than stand-up. And, people are coming to see me, which is great, but at the same time, I'm a little thrown. I won't lie to you. So, I'm figuring, you know what? I got to get to the room. I figured I'd get to the room by 10 because I landed at 9. I said I would get to the room by 10 o'clock, sleep until 5 because I had to be at the theater at 6 for a sound check. And I go, you know what? If you get to bed at 10, get up at 4 and then do an hour of, reviewing. Because I also put the San Francisco show on my phone. That's what I was listening to in the air. I had it on my headphones so I could hear it and reinforce what I had done there. I was trying to do everything. I had printed out, 35 pages of dialogue, and I'm looking it over, even though I think we all know I'm not going to say the same fucking thing that I said in San Francisco, but I still want to have a general idea. You know what I mean? And it's like, I've told these stories before, but it doesn't matter. It's just, it's different for the stage. Because I'm making it different. You know what I mean? I can't just say, oh, we'll just go up and tell some stories. Well, there's light cues and there's sound cues, and I got to make sure I hit the post on all of those. And I've made it an undertaking. So I finally, I didn't realize they had to take me off site 45 miles. They had to take me to Tempe to get my goddamn fucking rental car. And then I, make the mental note of the adult bookstore. I go in, I check in. By the time I get to my room, it's 11. And so I go, I got to crash. So I crash out. I have a wake-up call for 4. Yeah. No wake-up call comes at 4. So I wake up at 4:30. So I'm a little panicked, but I'm like, all right, well, I review some stuff for half an hour and throw some water in my face, start to make my plans to go. About 5:30, I leave for the sound check. Go to the sound check at this theater, and again, same thing, iPhone. I got to plug in all the addresses following that. I get to the theater, and first of all, I want to thank Dickie and all the people at Space 55 who put me up and were willing to take a chance on a guy who, they've never heard of. Although they'd heard of my checkbook, which is really all they needed. Actually, as long as they heard of my checkbook, they were fine. So, not even me. You know what? I got to thank Josh. I don't want to say his name. Josh Spiegel, who brought me. He was the guy who started the Bring Mike to Phoenix page, and yeah, nice, thanks, Josh. And he paid the deposit on the theater. He actually paid it, and then I paid him when I got to town. But he was able to go ahead and secure the theater for me, and he was going to meet me at the sound check. So I show up at the sound check at Space 55, and I mean, it's a very nice place, and you should go, and if you're going to put on a show, you should go there. That said, I turned on the street piers where it's supposed to be, and it's nothing but like an open field. You know that urban open sprawl? Like it looks like there should be a parking lot there, but instead there's just nothing but dirt. That's on one side with a bunch of the parking meters, and on the other side is just a brick building, solid brick with one glass door. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then right next door to that is a Mexican Alcoholics Anonymous building. Like, I didn't even know they had their own chapter. I thought it was just all Alcoholics Anonymous, like, but it's I'm like, because it said it right on the sign. It's like it's all in Spanish, and it says AA, although it actually said "ay." So I mean, that's what the Mexican Alcoholics Anonymous "ay." So that building is next door, and I'm looking for a parking spot, and there's a guy standing outside, and he makes eye contact. I assume that's Josh. And there's nowhere to park on the street except for meters. Well, I'm a traveling man. I got no change. I'm not a fucking hobo with a jangling pocket full of silver. So this guy's already put the down payment on the theater. I have to roll the window down and go, do you have a quarter? Like, so I can pay the meter? So Josh is like, let me look at my car. So he digs out some change from his car. I put in a quarter in the meter, 10 minutes. So I put in 3 quarters. It's a half hour. And we're still waiting for the sound guy to show up. So Josh and I wind up talking, and I find out later that he thought it was going to be extremely awkward meeting me because, again, and I understand that because he doesn't know me. You know what I mean? He knows this show and he knows what he hears on the show. But what he found out over the course of the evening, this is me. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like there's no heirs. I'm not any weird dude. I mean, it's not, I'm not a success. Once I get to be fucking rich and I'm throwing money off a roof so gangs can fight in my backyard, then I'll be a different sort of cat. But right now, I'm just me. Trust me. I'm about to play in a fucking bombed out brick building for 35 people. I can't put on any airs or pretense with anybody. Fuck, you fronted the money to rent the goddamn theater because I didn't trust these people to send them a check. I wanted you to take the bath, Josh. So yeah, but he thought initially, I guess, that it was going to be awkward pauses and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, dude, awkward pauses? You listen to the show, right? You might have some pauses and you might feel awkward. I'm going to have none of that. I'm going to get out of the car rolling downhill. It's your job to stop me. So we put money in the meter and we talk. We hit it off real good. He's a young guy, you know what I mean? And it was funny. We right away we were talking about Liam Neeson on the cover of my Esquire. Because that's where I kept, again, folks, I don't have folders or anything. I kept all of my dialogue like in Esquire. Stupid. Because it's like it keeps the papers smooth. I don't want to buy a Trapper Keeper. I'm 3 years old. So Josh and I are talking, and he's talking about Liam Neeson. He's making fun of him for making bad movies. And I'm just like, and it was so funny. I said to him, I go, how old are you? And I go, 24. And he goes, I'm 26. I go, all right. I go, I'm 43. And he goes, I know. And I go, I know. I can't stop talking about it. I said, but there's no such thing as selling out. There's no such thing as making bad movies. I said, and he's like, well, but the thing is, I know he can do such good work like Schindler's List and these sort of things. I go, I agree with you. You're absolutely right. He can. But there's nothing wrong with him doing these movies. Again, his wife scrambled her fucking brains on a tree in a ski resort and died. Maybe he's throwing himself into the work because he doesn't want to deal with sitting in the house with her dog. You know what I mean? Or I mean, anything, he's got it in him. We all know what he can do. I don't begrudge anybody anything they want to do, because also I think we all see from Wisconsin and everything else that's going on in this country, it's better to be rich than poor.
Yes.
So if they're going to pay you, if your wife skis into a tree, go ahead and make the A-team. It's all right. Granted, that's the only excuse to make the A-team. is if your wife skis into a tree. But still, I don't begrudge you that what you want to do. So Josh comes at it because he's a writer and he's like, oh man, I just think he could do so much better work. And he started talking about Nicolas Cage, and I'm like, yeah, I agree, but you know what? Nicolas Cage has a castle, man, and he's got bills to fucking pay. It was very much an old man, young man perspective on it. Where these people are idiots. Not Liam Neeson, but like Nicolas Cage people. And these movies are shit. But if they're going to give you $6 million, $8 million to make shit, you make shit. Christ, I make shit for free. You want to pay me huge amounts of money? Anything that gets me to my goal of sitting in a goddamn lawn chair in the top of a garage, being a golden god like Billy Crudup and Almost Famous, and just throwing handfuls of cash down to porn stars to fight biker gangs. I'm in. Winning. So Josh and I talk. We hit it off. Finally, the sound guy shows up, and or at least his goatee and his fedora showed up. I don't know if the rest of them was there. Anyway, that's wrong. That's not nice. His name was Cliff, and he was very cool. Cliff was very nice. I gave him a shot. The thing, I had to do a sheet that Lily would normally do for me with all the light cues and the final line and the amount of time and all that kind of stuff. And I handed it to him. We ran through a sound check, or at least we would have if there were batteries in the CD player. So he then had to go get batteries. So then it's me and Josh again talking more and more and getting to know one another. And again, very cool guy, really nice, likes the show. And it was nice of him to bring me to town. Cliff shows up about 20 minutes later. I have to go out and feed the meter. I had to drive and park in a different, because last thing I'm going to do is get a ticket in fucking Phoenix. Really? Because then I'm going to go outside and say the wrong thing and then get thrown in Mexican jail. I don't know how the fuck they run it down there. Really, there's a jail for Mexicans and out-of-town assholes who don't park in the right spot. So, Cliff finally shows back up about 25 minutes later. We run through the sound check, and Cliff, I will tell you this, Cliff did me a solid in oh my God, I can't even explain it. I need a mic stand. It's a crutch. I won't lie to you. It's a crutch to have a mic stand for me because for 20 years I've been a stand-up and I've held onto a mic stand. Well, I really wanted to have one, and they did not have. I had asked him on the phone the night before, and he goes, "I'll find you one." So when we show up, he immediately puts a mic stand on the stage, but it's let me explain to you. There's different sorts of mic stands, and this one had a 3-prong bottom, okay? Rather than a base, this one had a 3. They're lighter, okay? And they're for shit. I can't hold them because the whole point is I'm anchoring myself on this mic stand. So I needed one with a base. And I said to him, look, I hate to be that guy. Do we have one with a base? He goes, oh, I'll take a look. So he went in the dark, like in the back of their theater, and rummaged around and brought out everything that looked like a pipe that he could fucking possibly find. And he found one with a base, but none of he gangstered through it and built me a mic stand out of spare parts with a base. And he goes, there you go. And he put tape on it. And he goes, there. And it made, because I was nervous enough. All right, I'm nervous enough being there, but any weirdness at all would have really kind of thrown me off. And for him to go ahead and make the effort and do what he could, and also to do it quickly. He didn't fucking hem and haw. He didn't bitch and moan. He didn't go, oh, I can't do that, or no, this is all we got, because he very easily could have. I don't know this fucking room. All I know is it's a brick building with a bunch of kitchen chairs that people are going to sit in and watch me talk. I don't know a fucking thing. All I know, and that needs batteries for its fucking CD player. They had a Discman, folks. That's what they played my audio cues through, was a Discman. I'm like, that's the kind of place. And quite frankly, with the neighborhood, I wouldn't put a fucking real CD player in this joint. I don't blame them for having a goddamn Discman. I think at the end of the night, I would pack up every chair and every fucking light on a truck and bring it to my house so I could keep a better eye on it than leave it there where fucking every drunk immigrant next door could come over and fucking heist the place. And look, that's not a blanket indictment of all immigrants. Just the drunken ones. All right. So they go. He goes and he went to get the batteries. A half hour passes. He builds my my microphone stand or my mic. I'm excited. We run the sound check. We run all the audio cues. He plays the music. We hear that it plays. And I look at my watch, and at this time it's 10 after 6. So the show's not till 8, which is awesome. So I'm like, all right, well, I got an hour. I can get back to the hotel, which is about 15 minutes away, and relax and kind of go through some material and then get a shower. I wanted to be back in the room by 7:15 so I could relax and decompress and do what I did in San Francisco, kind of tell myself that things are going to be okay. I told you, I actually made myself say, these people love you. They'll go wherever you want to take them. These people love you. They'll go wherever you want to take them. And so I was saying that to myself a lot on the plane. I was trying to console myself with apple juice that was stolen. But even in Phoenix, like even when I was laying there sleeping, I was like telling myself that, and so I wanted to be back in the room by 7:15 so I could relax and kind of get the feel of it and sit there. And again, I look at 10 after 6, so I'm fine. I got plenty of time. And I said, all right, Josh. I go, are we done, Cliff? Are we finished? Cliff's like, yeah, we're done. And I look at my watch and I see 10 after 6, and I don't know why all of a sudden it dawned on me. Maybe because I knew I had to have the sound check at 6. And now we had just finished building a mic stand and checking all the audios, and now it was 10 after 6. That didn't seem to make a lot of sense in the moment. And then it dawned on me, my watch was on California time. I lose an hour when I go to Phoenix because it's mountain time. It's 10 after 7. 5 minutes away from when I wanted to be in the back telling myself how much people love me. And I haven't even showered yet. I mean, I'm as filthy as I am today. So I look at Josh and I go, it's 10 after 7, isn't it? He goes, yeah. And we're supposed to start at 8. Show starts at 8. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. You got to be shitting me. Because now I got to go back to the hotel. I got to get showered and dressed and come back. So, and a round trip, I told you, it's about 20 minutes round trip. So, that doesn't leave a lot of time for showering and getting dressed. Forget shaving my balls. No, I wasn't going to do that. Yeah, it's a ritual I do for every show. I do that for every goddamn show. So I go, look, dude, I got to fucking hustle. So I get out of there. I fucking fly back to the hotel, and I take a shower. I want to relax in the shower, hot shower, whatever. I take the shower. I get dressed, and I'm in a hurry. Okay, and I had just gotten a haircut the day before. Now, the way I've been wearing my hair recently, folks, that you care, I use a 2-guard, and I whack all the way around the back and the sides, and then I'm keeping the top sort of moderately long, where it looks like a haircut a guy would have in the 20s. Like if you saw a longshoreman from Boardwalk Empire, Michael Pitt had this haircut. And I used to wear it like this a while ago, and then I stopped, and then I said to Karen, I think I'm going to cut my hair again after we watch Boardwalk Empire, and I really like it. So I'm excited about it, and go to hell if you don't like it. I got my balls busted from some guy from England. He's like, oh, we used to wear hair like that 20 years ago, mate. I'm like, really? You used to, hide in a fucking subway shelter while the Nazis bombed your city, too. You don't see me bringing that up. So I because I want my hair to kind of Boardwalk Empire a little bit, I usually just wash my hair and go. A week prior to going on the road, Karen's like, you should put stuff in your hair and see if it looks like Boardwalk Empire, because they keep it back. Because normally my hair is kind of curly, so it gets, falls a certain way. So Karen has this stuff called Texture Web or whatever the fuck. So I put like 2 dots of it in my hand, I rub it up, I fixed my hair, and we went out that night. And it was fucking awesome. I won't lie. I thought it looked great because you just fix it with your hands and little pieces would fall like into my eyes, and I was able to it looked great. I was so excited. So I'm like, I'm going to do that when I go to fucking Phoenix. So I'm in such a hurry. I get in the shower, I get moving, I get dressed. I'm trying to figure out the bits, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to be on stage in almost 20 minutes. This is fucking crazy. I put on my socks, I get my jeans on, I'm rolling, I'm getting dried off, I brush my teeth, and then I take the Texture Web, and you're supposed to put something the size of a dime in your hand. And I think we already clarified the stakes know my dime, so I don't know what a dime size is. So I'm like nervous, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm just kind of like, and I start squirting shit in my hand, and I put 50 cents in my hand, and I see it, and I go, well, that seems like a lot. Well, whatever. And I start to rub my hands together to do my hair, and my hands all of a sudden, it was as if I was making pasta dough. Like that sticky, gummy, the whole hand. I looked like, it just looked like you had popped the world's biggest zit all over your hands. It was so disgusting. And I went, oh my God, that's too much, right? That's too much. That's not going to be good. So I go to turn on the faucet, and then I wash my hands to get some of it off. And now my hands are wet with the mousse. The gel, the Texture Web, whatever the fuck it's called, but I'm in a goddamn hurry, and I don't want to dry my hands with a towel because then I have to reapply I'm like, oh, fuck this, just do it. So I just jam my hands into my hair, and I start, moving it all around, and I start positioning it and trying to move it, and, oh, my God. I looked like I should have been on Jersey Shore all of a sudden. It was just this, because it was wet. It made my hair look wet. My hair was wet, but normally it dries and it kind of it looks a little crispy. I don't mind if my hair looks crispy, but dude, it looked soaked. Like I'm like, I'm already going to go do 2 hours of fucking sweating on stage. I'm going to walk in the door and look like I've been sweating the entire fucking time. So I look at my hair and I'm like, oh, dude, you got to be fucking kidding me. Really? I had to put on Soul Glow the day of my show? Jesus Christ, I'm going to leave a spot on the couch. God damn it. So my hair's all fucking gunked up, and I throw on my clothes. I get in the car. I hustle on the Sebring, touch the steering wheel to calm myself. Get to the show, and I walk in. I should say this. I didn't realize this. They have another adjoining building when we walk in, and it has couches and like a bar and a place to make donations to the theater. It's really nice. Like, and I looked at the guy and go, we should do the fucking show in here, for Christ's sake. Because it's well lit and had comfortable furniture. In the other room, it looked like a place you'd send people to get punished. Technically, it was. But they paid for the privilege. So I walk in. I find out the people on the list who would come. We had a will call list. We printed out. And I go in the back. And it's funny. When I walk in, there's no green room. There's no back entrance. So people are going to see me walk in. And I don't care about that. I used to work on the road. And there was a show I did in Fargo, North Dakota. And there was a comedian named Ron Osborne. And Ron Osborne was about 6'4" and bald and very striking in appearance. So I was taping, a videotape while I was there because I wanted to have, you got to get taped to get booked. So I was going to tape a 35-minute set. So I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Because there was no MC. I said, can you bring me up on stage? Can you, even from an off mic or even on stage? And he goes, no. I go, really? And he goes, yeah. He goes, my appearance is so key to what I do. It's such a shock when I walk on stage, a big guy who's bald, that I don't want to take the shock value off by going up before you. So I need to make an entrance. Ha ha! In a bar in Fargo. Fucking kill yourself. You gotta be shitting me. So I had to walk up on stage cold and then chew it in front of everybody. Just fucking horrendous. So I've always been conscious of that, walking into a room when you're about to go on. But it was so funny when I walked in the room, I heard two people go, there he is. And I was going to turn around and talk, but I knew I was going to talk after the show, and I was on my own fucking head anyway. I was trying to walk fast so I could air dry the Soul Glow on top of my head. So I get in the back, and there's no green room. I'm just sitting on a kitchen chair. I hang my shirt up, and I'm waiting. And, I talk to Cliff. He tells me that he's going to bring up Josh, and Josh is going to just give a little, how do you do, and mention he brought me to town, and then he's going to bring me right up. So I'm fine with that. We're starting. He goes, when do you want to start? By this time, it's 5 after 8. I said, we'll start at 8:15. So he says, okay. And this is so weird. Cliff was great, and the guy Dickie were in the theater. But 8:15 comes, and it's in the middle of a song. I have a disc that plays before. I picked out the music that will play before the show. And right in the middle of a song called "Do You Love Me" by Kiss, it's playing. So 8:15 comes, and the song's halfway done. Let the song finish, right? I mean, don't you let the song finish? You just hear Paul Stanley. He's like, backstage pass and black sunglass. It's not even on a record player yet you heard that noise. Because it was so abrupt that they hit stop on the CD player to start the fucking show. And in my head, because I had looked at the watch, and I'm like, all right, it's 8:15. Well, we'll go as soon as "Do You Love Me's" over. And which is appropriate and makes sense because that's why it's in the list anyway and on the CD. And fucking sure enough, they kill it in the middle. So then I get weirded out because I'm like, oh my God, I thought I had a minute. Even though I didn't, I should be ready to do a show at this point, but I'm milking every last goddamn second before I got to go back out on stage. So then he brings up who I thought was going to be Josh, but it doesn't sound like Josh. And he starts running up the theater saying there's donations in a bar next door and what do you guys want to pay, and he goes, hey, we specialize in bringing barely seen acts and works to the stage. And I couldn't help it. In the back I just went, ha ha. What are you gonna bury me before I fucking walk out there? Are you shitting me? Anybody who doesn't know who the fuck I am just went, wow, they don't even know who the fuck this guy is. We came in on a lark. We don't know who he is, but really the theater doesn't know who he is? Was he just like a vagabond at gunpoint, had them open up and turn the lights on? What the fuck? Barely seen works. So I laugh, and then, of course, the crowd laughs because they hear me laugh like an idiot. And it makes the guy on stage nervous, I guess, because he thought he was just going to get through his shtick. So he actually leans back and he looks at me and he goes, "You all right back there?" Oh, we're having a discussion now? And I see this guy, and it's not Josh. It turns out to be Dickie, who runs the theater, I find out later. But he's like this really good-looking guy in a blazer with like a 3-day scruff. He looks like he's the Phoenix Stamos. That's what he was. He was the Phoenix John Stamos. And he leans back and he's like, "Hey," he said something smart to me, and we've never met. Dude, come on. I'm in my own fucking head as it is. You already just fucking kicked Paul Stanley in the balls. Don't start on me. But she fucking looks back and he's got some smart-ass remark, and I just go, "Ha ha. You know, finish your fucking intro so I can come out and entertain these 30 people." So he runs down the history of the theater and talks about everything else. And again, nondescript building. It looked worse than the adult bookstore, like that crazy outside cinder block, one glass door. So and then he introduces me, and I go up on stage, and everybody, I got to thank everybody who came. I mean, there were so many people who came to the show. It was funny. My buddy Mark, I talked on the show last week about Mark, who Mav Weba called his house. Morning of the show, I get a text from Mark. He's like, "Hey, I'm not going to be there tonight." He had just come in. He works at a job where he travels, and he came in and he came home and his kids were sick, 2 of his boys. And he's like, "I can't make it." He goes, "But another girl from our school that you knew that I was bringing is going to come anyways." And I'm weirded out. She doesn't know the podcast. She doesn't know anything about me. You know what I mean? She just knows me from high school. So she hasn't seen me in fucking 28 years or what. Oh, no, she saw me at the reunions. I apologize. But no, she's coming alone? I mean, that just seems fucking strange. So Mark couldn't be there, but I come out and, man, I got to tell you, Phoenix, you were just the greatest. Thank you so much for coming out to the show and being so cool and so accepting and letting me do what I wanted to do. Because again, I opened up and I told them, I go, "This is a rehearsal for the one man. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get it together and figure out what it's going to be. We're all learning together what the show is going to be." And so I do the first act, and there's a blackout, and the music plays, and I'm on stage, and there's the blackout is out, and the lights come up, and I see Dickie is walking from the couch to go turn the lights on. And I go up to the microphone, and again, the show's pretty loose, folks, I'll tell you that. And now, it's got to be tight for New York, but it's loose now. So I go, "What are you doing?" Because he's up walking. He's like, "Oh, I thought you needed the lights on." And I go, "You got your check, right?" And he starts to talk, and I go, "Yeah, by all means, keep talking, because they paid to see you. That's exactly what they want to hear, is you talk to me from the couch." And I eviscerate this guy for the next 5 minutes, but in a good, charming, funny way. Because I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. The show's loose, and everybody's enjoying me. The first act went well. I should tell you this. The show for New York, I told them on the application it was going to be 75 minutes long. The lights come up for the beginning of Act 2. Act 1, the first stories, 35 minutes. And I still have 4 stories left to tell. So I go back and forth with Dickie, and by back and forth, I mean, he keeps coming back, and I press forth and go, "Dude, shut the fuck up," honestly. But I don't tell him to shut the fuck up. I have fun with him. But still, what are you doing? So he and Josh are over there on the couch. I finish, and I do the show. Act 2 happens, and everybody was so great. They were enjoying it. They seemed to really like it, and I was really happy about that. A guy I went to school with, another guy, he's in the front row. I can see him. And the show progresses. There's blackouts in the stories, and it's going on. And finally, I look at my watch, and it was 9:45, okay? And the show started at 8:15. So we're an hour and a half in, and I still have 2 stories left. And it was the same thing that happened in San Francisco, where I went to the audience and I said, "All right, listen." I said to Dickie, I go, "I paid you till 10. I said, "I understand that it's 9:45. I said, "I have 2 stories left. So what I do here is I can cut them. I said, "If you're willing, I will do all of the show." I said, "Or I can do what I did in San Francisco and put it to the people here to see if they can pick one or the other." So I'll leave it to you, Dickie. And Cliff, the sound guy, goes, "You lose me at 10:15." And I said, "Seriously?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I have another gig tonight that I actually I'm supposed to." And I go, "All right." He starts to tell me the whole story, and I because he thinks he needs to explain, and he doesn't. He does not need to explain. I only paid till 10. I completely get it. So I go, "All right, Cliff." I go, "I'll tell you what." I go, "So folks, I can only do one story, one of the two. So I'll give you the choice, like I did in San Francisco." I said, "I have a story you've heard from the show, and I will tell you. All right, I had just finished a run of anecdotes that made me sound really bad." So I even said that to the crowd. I go, "All right, we can finish this with a happy story that brings us all together and we all enjoy it. It's a story you've heard from the show, or I can go on and tell you a story that you haven't heard that is almost in the same vein as what you've just heard." I said I don't want to even get into it, but I will let you guys vote. Who wants to hear the story that you've heard from the show so we're all happy? And nobody clapped. As I said, by applause. So I went ahead and delivered the story that the other story that people have not heard on this show, and that lasted a half hour, so 10:15. And I will tell you, that story ends and there's a blackout, and then the lights come up, and I looked at my watch, and I saw 10:15, and I actually smirked to myself. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking good," because I mean I knew he had to leave, so it was like I didn't try to hit the post on it, but I hit the fucking post. And then I did the end of the show, and it was great. So you guys were so terrific in Phoenix, and afterwards people came up and were very nice and wanted to shake hands and meet me, and I wanted to. It's so stupid. I want to talk. Like I would love for people to just come up and talk, but I always say, look, I understand you don't have to stay if you don't want, but I'm happy to talk. I'll shake hands, whatever you want to do. But then some people approached me to shake hands, and some people just left, and I don't know if they wanted. But then people write me later, and they're like, "Oh, I wanted to talk to you, but I don't know what to say." And believe me, I'll do all the talking. All you got to do, just walk, because I just want to thank you for coming. I mean, I don't, honestly, you don't need to do anything for me. Brett, a guy who listens to the show, came up, and he was on crutches, and I guess he was in a bad accident, and this was his first time out. Since this is his first time ambulatory, and he decided to come see me. I got to think that once he turned down the street where this thing was located, he had flashbacks to his accident. Well, we get the fuck out of here. But Brett came, and he was great. Eric, who's the first producer of this show, did not tell me he was coming. Drove up from Los Angeles. That was pretty ridiculous. There's a girl named Adriana, and she was with her, I don't know if it was her boyfriend or her husband, Joseph. And they were in the front row while I was doing the show, and I noticed them, and they enjoyed the show. And Joseph, I don't think Joseph is familiar with what I do. But he goes, "I've heard you a little bit," after I met him. And Adriana knitted me a pair of socks.
Awesome.
She had written me months ago and was like, "Hey, what size shoes do you wear?" And I was like, 13. And like never heard back from her at all, like nothing at all. It was so odd, but I get weird email, whatever, that's fine. But she goes, "I'm thinking of getting you something." Like, I just figured it would come to the P.O. box. Well, months pass, and then I see her, she comes to the live show, and then just hands me a pair of socks.
That's awesome.
And I was like, "Thanks." I mean, it was so awesome. They're warm, woolly socks. And so I talked to her for a little while, and then Leslie, who is the girl who knows me from high school, comes up, and she's just like, "Oh, man, I didn't know you were doing this. This is so..." She was really complimentary. Everybody was very complimentary, and the show lasted 2 hours. You know what I mean? With a story cut out of it. So I mean that story. So we were looking at San Francisco was 2.5 hours. Probably would have been that if I would have kept that other story in. But everybody was fantastic. So I shook hands and I met people, and I want to thank all of you for coming in. I wound up getting a letter after the fact from who was it who wrote me? I forget. I met Mark and Leslie. Oh, John. John just wrote on Facebook that he enjoyed the show. People like that. So it was really neat for people who came. Justin, a guy named Justin, wrote me to say that he loved the show. So I was happy that you guys came. Thank you so very much. Afterwards, like I said, I wanted to decompress. I wanted to hang out a little bit. So some people actually did. My buddy Kurt, a guy named Kurt. Yeah, it's my fault. My buddy Kurt comes in, and he was there in the front row. He was the guy from high school, and I haven't seen him in forever because he's not my class. He was class of '86. So I only knew him. We would play street hockey. I knew his older brothers. And so I haven't seen him at the reunions or anything. I haven't seen him in 25 years, easy. So he was great. He brought he brought a girl, Rochelle, she had never seen me before.
Oh, Jesus.
She doesn't know me. She's never seen me. She was very nice, very friendly. So we all go sit, and then we all go sit in the lounge. And it's me and Eric and Adriana and Joseph and Josh and Kurt and Rochelle. And Dickie is there kind of around the periphery. And I talked to him, and I go, we're cool, right? And he goes, no. He goes, it was my fault. He goes, I know theater. I shouldn't have gotten up for the lights, but I thought really there was a problem. And it's my fault because I made the blackouts too long. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I made the blackouts long because I got to dry my fucking head and have something to drink because I'm going to blow my fucking voice out over 2.5 hours. So I made them long. And then, of course, all I do all show long is make fun of how long they are. Stupid. But then I tell people that. I go, I made them too long for San Francisco, and now I make fun of them now. So we go in the lounge, and it was awesome. I got to sit with those people and talk and have a good time. And I will say this. When I talked to Joseph and Adriana, I said, I was talking to Joseph. I go, oh, and he goes, I sort of know what you do. And he goes, you were really funny tonight. I said, good. I go, boy, you're in the front row. That's a little rough. I go, you don't want to sit in the front row. And I should tell you, Adriana, sweet girl, there with Joseph, really kind of just quiet, not really saying anything, just kind of there because she didn't want to, she doesn't know me. Again, people who don't know me don't know that I'm going to just fucking talk, and she's just rolling her eyes probably at that point. But I said, yeah, you were in the front row. That'd be rough. And Adriana, again, quiet girl. I did not expect this at all. She just goes, oh, no, I purposely made sure we sat in the front row. I go, yeah? She goes, yeah, because you said on the show that you like big tits and glasses. This young girl, she's got to be 21, knitted me a pair of socks. Sweet girl, could not have been more complimentary. And she had big tits and glasses. I mean, I didn't want to say it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to say that because she gave me socks. I don't want to go, hey, nice rack. But sure enough, she did. She had big tits and glasses. And I didn't want to say, because she's with her husband, so I don't want to see, you know what I mean? So I just went, oh, Adriana shows up. And a huge laugh, of course. Everybody's just like, whoa. And I go, well, you're not wrong. I go, you're absolutely not wrong. Which was great. It made me laugh. So, and we hung out in the room, and it was really fun meeting and talking to Kurt again. I haven't seen him in forever. And Rochelle is there. And poor Rochelle, because then I buzzsaw her, and I go, you don't know anything about me, right? And she goes, no. And it's like, all right, I want to know what you thought. And I go, I really want to know what you thought. I go, you're not going to bother me. You're not going to upset me. If you didn't like it, that's fine. It's totally cool. I go, this is a complete work in progress, and I do what I do, and people hate it, people love it. It doesn't matter to me. So I just need to know what you think. And it was funny. She kept being gun shy. She didn't want to say. She's just like, I liked it. You were funny. And I go, all right, but what did you think? Are there any criticisms? Because I'm happy to hear them. And she would just start laughing, and then everybody would laugh, and then I'd start talking about something else. And I go, all right, now, Rochelle. Like 10 minutes would pass, and I'd go, you got to tell me. And she'd laugh. And then finally I said, long? And she goes, yeah. I go, I know it is. I go, it's way too long. And then I told them that I had told New York it's supposed to be 75 minutes. The last thing you want to do at the New York Fringe Festival, have the sound guy go, you're losing me at 10:15. Believe me, I lost everybody else much sooner than that. But yeah, it was crazy. So Rochelle was very nice, but she said it was long, and she's right. It is long, especially if you don't know what I'm doing. But I seemed to hold everybody's attention. Nobody talked. It went okay, and everything was fine. So I was happy. And Dickie hung out. He had some beers, and we had a good time. Everybody broke up. We were leaving, and it was just me, Josh, and Eric. And I gave Josh his check to cover up whatever his expenses were. And I was like, hey, who's hungry? We get out of here. And Josh was like, I got to go. And he was my Phoenix get out of jail free card. I mean, I don't know where the fuck anything is in this town. So Eric's like, I'm starving, but I haven't been to my hotel yet because he got to town at 7:45, came right to the fucking show from L.A. And I go, well, you know what, dude, let's just scrap it. I got an early flight, so let's just get out of here. So I go back to my hotel. I was going to eat, and I'm like, I don't want to drive around looking for food. So I get into the hotel. I go upstairs, make a phone call Karen, tell her how everything went. And I told her I got to go I'm going to go get a hamburger or a burrito or something. But I don't want just fast Jack in the Box. If I'm in Phoenix, I want to eat something Phoenixy. You know what I mean? I want to have a fucking cactus burger, whatever the fuck they have out there. You know what I mean? I want to gnaw some meat off a cow skull. Let's do it. Why is my only imagery from Phoenix a cow skull and a cactus? I need more. So I talked to Karen. She's real nice. I tell her I'll be home in the morning. You know what time to pick me up at the airport, and I hang up. And I go downstairs, and I asked the woman at the front desk. I said, "Hey, where's there to eat around here?" And she says, "Well, there's an IHOP over here, and there's a Jack in the Box over here." I'm like, fuck all that. I got shit like that in L.A. I mean, I don't want to go to Phoenix IHOP unless they're making cactus cakes. Ha ha, cactus, cow skull. All right, so I said, "Is there a kiosk here, a computer where I can?" Because I didn't bring my laptop. I said, "Can I punch, to check in for my flight tomorrow morning?" And when I did it, I Googled late night food. So she goes, "Yeah." So I did. I Googled late night food, Filiberto's Mexican food, 24 hours. Done. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, I got to go get some food. I'm in the lobby, but I got to go back upstairs and get my car keys. I'm like, I don't know if I want to drive. There's nothing walking distance for food. Walking distance. You know what? Maybe I go check out that adult bookstore. Folks, I'm not a good alone person. So I decide I'm going to go check out the adult bookstore. But here's something funny. I'm going to, the parking lot is all the way down on the other end of the lot, or the other entrance of the hotel. So if I walk out the front door, there's only one place to walk, the adult bookstore. So I don't want this woman to know that I'm going to the adult bookstore. So I literally stand up and I go, yeah, I yawn, and I go, all right, see ya. And I walk down the hallway toward my room, and then I double back and I find an exit on the side, and I have to come out the exit, and then I walk down to the street and try to keep out of eye shot of the desk. Because I don't want the woman with the tattoo on her neck, whom I've never met, who knows where the IHOP is, to know that I'm a fucking, porn head. So I make the circuitous route. I'm like Billy from Family Circus on his way to go see porn. Just leave this dotted line all over Phoenix into a fucking jerk booth. So the building is just intimidating from the outside. It's all beige and brown and nondescript. And then I walk in, and that you're hit right away with that smell of bleach. I'm home. So I walk around, and it's it's just a regular adult bookstore. And I go into the back where the arcade is. There's no doors on the booths. And I walk into the arcade, and there's only one booth that's occupied. Again, no doors. That booth is occupied by two fellas. At least I think they were fellas. One of them was a fella, and he was standing up, and the other one was sitting down. And, that stuff can occur behind closed doors, but when you walk in and it's happening in the open, you know that you're in a bad place. So I go into the arcade and I walk and I see those guys. I just see the guy's back and I see just like another guy sitting down, and I immediately turn around and I leave the arcade, and I'm like, I can't be in here, right? I gotta get out of here. Go get a fucking burrito, stupid. Why are you here? Because at this point I just go there for no reason. Like, it's just killing time. What the fuck am I doing in there? There's no reason to be in there. I'm not gonna jerk off. There's no reason. But I had to go because it was a block away. I'm like, I gotta go. Fuck, I'm in Phoenix. I might as well see the sights. Cactus, Cow Skull, Porn Shack. So I walk out of the arcade and I'm looking around, and it's nothing. It's DVDs. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying a fucking ass hammer. I got to get the fuck out of there. So I turn around and I see another door. There's a theater attached to this joint. There's not just an arcade. The arcade, you walk in, there's no doors on the booths. You got to pump quarters in or whatever and see fucking movies. There's a theater. And I'm like, well, something interesting is going to happen here, right? So I go, theater? And he goes, yeah, there's movies in there. And I go, oh, all right. I go, movies? And he goes, yeah, there's 2 screens. I'm at a porn multiplex. This is fucking awesome. So I'm picturing stadium seating. I am not getting the popcorn. But I'm sure, you know what? I'm going to go into this fucking porn place, and I'll bet someone's still going to text their friends and ruin it. So I haven't paid to see a movie since Social Network, but yet I'm going to go into the fucking porn theater. So I walk in, and your eyes immediately adjust to the black because it's completely dark. And folks, again, most of your finer establishments do not have signs warning you not to masturbate. Let me just tell you that. If you're in a place and it has a sign, no masturbarsa, get the fuck out of there. Not me. Hey, what's playing? Ha ha! Stupid. So I walk into Theater 1. I got to tell you, they got an interesting definition of theater in Phoenix. This is a room. This is a dark black room with a one of those old school projection televisions.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not a movie screen. It's a television. And it's but it's not the projection in the front with all the multicolored lights. It's from the back, and it's about a 44-inch screen, and it's just showing porn. Just a woman and a guy going at it, and it honestly looks like they've got a security camera at the fucking Holiday Inn across the street because it's just this. There's no glamour to it at all, and the screen is gray, so it looks like you're watching it through cataracts. I'm like, this is, you know what? I'm getting a glimpse of what my old age is going to be. Glimpsing at porn on a 44-inch screen in my house through cataract eyes. So I walk in and my eyes adjust to the dark, and I see that there's 4 dudes in there, and they're watching the porno, and there's seats. It's not theater seats. It's white plastic seats that you would see on your patio. You know what I'm talking about? Not even nearly as nice as the one I want to sit in when I throw handfuls of money at porn stars to fight biker gangs in my yard. It's not that nice. They're those, and I will tell you, they're chairs that Fat Mike has broken before when he sat on it. I don't even want to sit on the chair. The last fucking thing I want to do is have it snap and fall on the floor in this joint. If I fall on the floor, just, you know what, stab me and kill me and let me decompose into the ground. Because dead flesh could not be any worse than what's already all over this fucking floor. So I sit down, and I will tell you, it's weird because it's not like they're not in a row. They're around the wall. So when I sit down, I'm looking right across at another dude who's like watching the movie. I have to turn my head to the right and see it because I'm facing this guy and then there's 2 other guys against the back wall. I'm too smart to do this shit, folks. I can't go into these places and be like, oh, this is sneaky and surreptitious. I want to make fun of the whole fucking enterprise. I want to make eye contact with all of these dudes and go, this is so fucking pathetic, right? We know that we're all pathetic. Sitting here breathing in each other's fucking breath, watching this fucking cataract porn, praying we don't break these goddamn chairs, surreptitiously glancing in the dark at one another to make sure nobody's jerking off so we don't have to flee in terror. Jesus Christ. This is horrible, right? We all agree? I'm trying to rally up a fucking anti-porn team in the porn theater. We hate this, right? We hate ourselves. That's the only reason we're in this goddamn building, right? But I glance over at the fucking theater. They're all looking, and nobody will look. They're looking around at one another like those weird glances, and everybody's kind of looking and shifting in their seats. And I'm like, oh, Christ. I can hear jeans stretching and cocks hardening. I got to get the fuck out of here. So I walk out, and I look down, and down the hall, there's the other theater. And there's 2 guys, like, right at the entrance of that theater, just standing there. They're, you know, which, honestly, I don't blame them. They don't want to go sit down. Who the fuck wants to go and sit down? They're browsing. They're getting some drive-by porn. So I go, fuck it. I'll go check out that theater. Rather than leave, I'll go check out that theater. Maybe it's a better setup. You know what I mean? Maybe I was in shitty Cataract Theater, but down the hall, oh my God, it's going to be, I heard that THX now, the audience is jerking. So I'm like, fuck this, man. That was on the goddamn fly, folks. That was on the fly. I walk down the hallway, and those guys are like kind of like they're like sentries in the doorway. I realize why there's sentries in the doorway. I come through, and I like peek in and I look. This room has the same setup. It's got the same chairs. It's got the same 44-inch screen with the horrible fucking cataract gray. You know, it might just be fucking filth. I mean, that's what it might be. Because why would you clean those screens ever? I don't know why you would. But I can tell you, I look at the screen, and there's a film playing, and they decided not to invite the ladies for this film. And I can also tell you, they decided not to invite the ladies to this room. Because as I walk in, the sentries let me walk in, and I walk in, and I'm waiting for Caligula to give the thumbs down and have someone kill me, because there's like 10 dudes just going off on one another. And I like take one step in and I freeze and I'm like, oh, I walk into gay orgy in Phoenix? Really? I walk into gay orgy? And one guy is, there's like, I look around and it's just that thing where it's all happening. Your eyes adjust to the dark. And I'm like, oh no, really? It's not even glory holes at this point. It's just dudes going at it. And I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I turn on my heel and the sentries have closed ranks behind me. Yeah, they went ahead and just like they fucking. I don't know if they just thought, haha, we got a new one. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. But it's so funny because it's quiet and they don't expect anybody to make eye contact or talk to anybody. They don't expect any of that to happen. But fuck that. I go, excuse me, fellas, because we're all friends here, right? You, the guys, jerking off in tandem. Can you step aside and let me get the fuck out of this bacchanalia before I slip and fall? So I go, excuse me, fellas. And they move to the side, like as much space as they could possibly give me to walk through, and I make sure not to fucking touch anything. And I shimmy through, and I'm like, God damn it. I turn around and I go to leave. I go to walk down the hallway. Guy walks out of the straight theater. I'll assume that's the straight theater. This guy walks out, and there's light in the hallway, so I can see him. And he looks like, you know who he looks like? David Wells. If you guys know who David Wells is, he was a pitcher for the New York Yankees. Big, they used to call him Boomer. This guy looks like his name should be fucking Boomer. He walks out and he's bald, all right? He's got a huge bald melon and he has a pierced septum with a big, like a fucking, they have that horseshoe that hangs out of their nose? He's got he's bald, a big dude. He's probably like 6'3", pierced septum, fucking huge horseshoe hanging out of his nose, and the light catches it so it shines, but it wasn't the only thing that shined. And I glanced down. He's got his cock hanging out of his pants with a Prince Albert. And I'm shocked that he didn't have the chain that connected the Prince Albert to the nose septum piercing. But I couldn't help it. I just went, ha ha ha! Because you know what? He looked like he was doing a puppet show of himself. Bald guy, piercing hanging out of his face. Bald cock, piercing hanging out of his face. It looked like he was carrying around his own puppet. And I laughed right in his face. Ha ha ha! And I got the fuck out of there immediately. It was a judgment call. But I think I made the right decision. You guys can get me at MikeandMikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can get me at Facebook.com/the40yearoldboy. You can get me at Twitter.com. You can follow me there at Twitter.com/the40yearoldboy. You can find our friend Lily Von Stupp at Twitter.com/LilyVonStupp. You can find her at Twitter.com/MNTs. And if you want to write her a personal note, find out what she's going to do with her Wednesday off. Find out what she's got planned since we had to do a Tuesday record and what she's got going on tomorrow. You can write her a personal note at Lily at burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com. I'm changing the game, boss!
Mike's got new stuff to sell you, stuff he hopes you'll enjoy. Just what's for sale, of course we do not know. All we can tell you is where you should go. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. ZAZZLE.com. Is your business you? What kind of stuff's for sale? We already told you we don't know. 'Cause Mike made us record this song. way back in February. So we can only speculate just what Mike will try to sell you. Maybe his face on a tambourine, or his own line of gardening equipment. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. Zazzle.com, 40-year-old boy. ZAZZLE.com.
Maybe his own line of high chairs.
ZAZZLE.com.
His face on your personal massager.
Want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas Burlesque Extraordinary event. That's every Monday night at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and Vine, 10 o'clock p.m. every Monday night. I will tell you that I have a passing acquaintance with the producer of said show, and she stopped by to give us a few words about that show. Hey, Lily.
Hey, Michael.
So you've got this burlesque show that you're talking about. All right. So it's the Monday Night Teas, and you did the Queen show.
Yes, we did. We raised $1,600 for the Sunshine Kids.
$1,600, folks. That's not a game.
No.
Queen, the game.
Really?
Yeah. Next week, who's there? What's happening? Theme show?
No, there's no theme next week. It's one of our regular fabulous variety shows. FunnyEddie.com is hosting.
Oh, look at that. Funny Eddie the Clown will be there.
I've got Jezebel Thunder performing.
I'm a fan of Jezebel Thunders.
Oh, gosh, I feel terrible. I can't think of anybody who's performing. We've got a couple debuts on Monday as well. Sassy Surface is performing for the first time with us.
Sassy Surface?
Yes.
All right. Well, good. She's going to be there.
I'm trying to think.
That's a tough name for the snake you're negotiating with at Snake Rape to say. He can't say Sassy Surface. It's tough. It takes him literally the dinner's over by the time he gets it out. You're finished. So that's the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and Vine. Go ahead and check it out. A fantastic show coming up this week. Plenty of theme shows coming up in the future. You need to come out. And by the way, if you do come, there's no photography unless you're an accredited photographer. But if you are an accredited photographer and you use your photo, please make sure that photo is not associated with another story about burlesque that is not about the Monday Night Teas. Because Lily has an alert and RSS feed, and she will jump down your throat immediately to have it removed. And I can't blame her. It's like when people in Muscle Fitness magazine, they put my picture in there. I'm like, what the hell? Seriously? Whatever. I send an angry note. Angry! I don't want to share my banana and candy diet with everybody on the planet. By the way, very important distinction. That's not a banana candy diet. That's a banana and candy diet. Oh, it's fantastic. Guys, go to Facebook. You can find us both on Facebook. You can become Lily Von Stup's friend on Facebook. You can be, it's facebook.com/Lily Von Stup. And then there's facebook.com/the40-year-old boy. That's me. You can be friends with me. You can be friends with David Hernandez. That's facebook.com/gobbledygook. I don't know how many letters and numbers there are, according to Mr. Zuckerberg. But if you want to find David Hernandez, who does all the music and all of the artwork and is presently working on something that's going to be better than anything I've ever done in my life. I hope I'm not hyping it too much, but boy, I'm excited. You can go ahead and find him on my friend list, David Hernandez, or find him on Lily's friend list, David Hernandez, and be his friend. Why not? Let's bring us all together. Let's have we can't have a circle jerk without all of us involved. Why are you sad? Because you're on the front, not getting circled or jerked? That's a drag for you. All right. You actually can be, you know what? You're the point. You're the radius of the circle because then both your hands are involved. It's awesome. All right. Good for you. You're the it's like a snake eating its own tail, and you're the end. You're the snakehead of the circle jerk. All right, so on Facebook.com, you'll find plenty of things on my page, including the Bring Mike Schmidt 2 pages. They want to bring me to Austin and Australia and the Ozarks, and Minneapolis, I think, is right now in play. Austin is, possibly happening. Who knows? There's all this research that I have to do in all these different places. If you want to sign me up or bring me to those towns, if you want to bring me to your town, there's a guy inquiring about Kentucky. He inquired about a month ago and then disappeared off the face of the earth. And I'm like, I scared him off with my long note. And then he wrote me and he goes, hey, I was interested in Kentucky and you never got back to me. Haha, wrong. It went to his spam email address at his work. So I forwarded him the note and said, here's the thing. And he said, great, I think we can make this happen. Let me take a look and get back to me. And I will tell anybody who has an email to me, I caught up. I really caught up at the end of November and in December. And it's gone to hell again because I started writing, topical jokes every week, and then also doing this show, and then getting ready for Phoenix. I've fallen behind a little bit in January, starting in the beginning of January. So, folks, I please know that there are emails coming your way. I will answer everybody kindly. Old gentlemen. Why did I say kindly? The only thing you can say after kindly is old gentleman. Really. There's nowhere to go after kindly other than old gentleman. Nice people from Phoenix have written me to tell me about the show and also Twittered me, and I haven't replied to anybody because my schedule's weird. It's a long fucking story. I got to get on it, and I will, I promise. But I'm on a plane tomorrow, so I'll get to it piecemeal. But you will hear from me. I answer all correspondence. I think ask anyone who's corresponded with me. Matter of fact, write them a note. They'll get back to you immediately to assure you that I will correspond with you eventually. Their immediacy trumps my eventualness. Yes? All right. So go to Facebook.com, join those pages if you want me to come to your town, start a page if you want me to come to your town, why not? And I will tell you that I am coming to Portland, Oregon. That's already happening. We've sold some tickets, and it's happening at the Hip Bone Studio. It's April 15th. That's a Friday night. I'll be flying into town in Portland and doing the show there. So if you guys want to come, there's tickets available at Brown Paper Tickets. The link will be available on my Facebook page. Click through, get your tickets now. As ticket sales progress, then I get a general idea of what I'm going to be able to do and how much it's going to cost. All that. I'm booking everything on my own. So buy the tickets. Buy them early. Don't wait till the last minute. Some people in Phoenix, everybody bought their tickets right away, and then there was a period where nobody bought tickets, and then the last week we had a rush where some people bought tickets. So I'm asking you, nicely, gently, in a friendly manner, buy your tickets when you can, as soon as possible, just so I have a general idea of what's happening up there. Is that asking too much? I don't think it is. No, it'd be cool if you bought tickets. So that's in Portland, and come out for that. Also, the Westside 86 Jokers page is available on Facebook. That's the Mike Schmidt Fan Club page. Go ahead and join it, and tell the world you're a fan of mediocre comedians. Why not? And by the world, I mean 484 other people. So folks, I've got an army. Eventually, I'll be able to shower them with money from a lawn chair. So get in line for that, folks. Remember that the Zazzle store is still open with mouse pads and calendars. I'm changing the game. Moth calendars available and T-shirts. And also, you can get the Year 1 and Year 2 download sets or the Super Angry Guy Gene Happy Good Time Yelling combo, which is both sets in one. All of those sets are available on MikeSchmidtComedy.com through the Joe Business page. Go ahead and click on the hot girls there, and they're holding the appropriate products, and they will bring you to wherever you want to go. This is a retake, by the way. I said clit it a second ago. And Lily's like, you should just roll it. I go, no, I can't say that, but then I have to tell you about it because I have to be completely up and up with everything because I'm stupid. So go to the Joe Business page, and you can get to the Year 1 and Year 2 download sets. You can get to all the Zazzle stuff and go ahead and click through there. And if you want to just donate to the show, like some of our friends have already done so, that would be, why don't we talk about some of the people who have downloaded to the show, folks? People like Greg N. from Australia. Greg has started one of the Australia pages, and this was his third donation to the show. Lisa P., this was her second donation to the show. Shannon S., thank you so much, Shannon S. This was her first donation. Thank you so much, Shannon. I appreciate you donating. Todd R. is one of the driving forces. Todd Rush, I've said his name. He's one of the driving forces behind Portland. He and Chris. Todd, this was his fifth donation to the show. So it was nice of Todd to go ahead and throw. So that's Greg N., his third. Lisa P., her second. Shannon S., and Todd R., his fifth. So thank you all the people who have donated to the show. If you want to be on the list of people who have donated to the show, go ahead to MikeSchmidtComedy.com. In the upper left-hand corner of every page, you'll find a little Schmitty there with his pocket out. Fill that pocket to bursting with cash. Because I will not be able to rest until I have piles of cash I can throw off of a garage roof onto porn stars who are bringing me instant coffee I can chew and keep my buzz going for a month. Pretend you don't admire what's going on with Charlie Sheen. Pretend you wish you weren't him. Seriously, you could just go ahead and do whatever you want with your life. If you make 2 hit movies, you're in forever. You can coast and make whatever the fuck you want. You can be on Spin City, you can make fucking 2.5 Men. I know people like those shows. I don't particularly care for them, but it doesn't matter because they're fucking cash cows for him. Once you're a celebrity and you're cinched in, you're grandfathered in, you can be a fucking celebrity as long as you want, as long as you don't fuck it up too much. It's like Charlie Sheen, he was crazy and did all that stupid shit, but he made sure he had the money coming in. Lindsay Lohan just cut right to the crazy. What the fuck? Then you're fucking shoplifting shit and banging some weird, lesbian DJ and winding up in jail for 6 months. She's not going to recover from that. If you're a grandfather and you can make all the shit movies the rest of your life. Look at Cameron Diaz. I saw a trailer the other day for Cameron Diaz's new movie. You know what it's called? Bad Teacher. Did we just stop trying? That sounds like a YouTube clip, Bad Teacher. But now it's a movie starring Cameron Diaz? I hope it's a hit. She needs a hit because after the fucking failure of her last 3 movies, Bad Actress, and Bad Actress. Let's be honest, Cameron Diaz hasn't had a hit since fucking the Farrelly brothers present Bad Actress. Honestly. But it doesn't matter. She continues to get to make fucking movies. That's all people want. They just want to see celebrity. You know, she's at the Super Bowl feeding popcorn to A-Rod. Cameron Diaz shouldn't even work in a Denny's. But she's at the Super Bowl feeding because she's banging, she goes on TV shows. She's so fake controversial. She's fake controversial. Charlie Sheen's a fucking psychopath, but he earned it. She's on there. She's like, oh, my God, I love porn. I'm always traveling for cock. Ha, 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 ha. Watch this horrible fucking movie I made. Jesus Christ. No. I don't want to see you in a talk show. I don't want to see you in a movie unless you want to introduce me to your dog, Cameron Diaz. I am not interested in watching you on a cataract screen. That's just the way it is. That's the decision I've made in my life. I don't need to see Bad Teacher, Bad Actress. I'll watch Bad Pet Owner. I'll certainly watch Naughty Pet Owner starring Cameron Diaz. As long as she's got more than a few pets, because I can't watch just her and one. Honestly, like I said, if you're going to do it right. Get the whole fucking kennel involved. Why do I spit out this random bullshit that nobody fucking cares about? I am peddling obscenity. I am going to get a whole fucking army of you people, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to listen to me and then do nothing for an entire fucking week. I can't be trusted. Don't you people know this? It was like the Back to the Future of suck. I don't want to have a boner in somebody else's pants. I need to shoot up heroin and jog. Hey, ass fuck, are you listening to anything that I'm saying to you? Fuck, somebody's got to shut that old guy up. And I'm like, fuck you! I'm not a potato! I'm a goddamn cantaloupe! Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike.